Hello! How is everybody doing out there today? Got another fun day of streaming coming at y'all. Let's see here. Why is that chat window not looking proper? Good Meridian. Something doesn't seem right. Let's check this out over here. Are we even live? It appears that we might be. Let's do a mic check. All right, so we are live, but there is a white chat window. So what do we do about that? We can X out of there and go back to docs and start another chat window. There we go. Hey, Self, Sardo, Fritz, how are y'all doing? Welcome on in. How's y'all's day going so far? Check, check. 3, 2, 1. Absolutely right, Zelf. Okay. What have we got here? I think one of the first things that I want to do in the afternoon stream is just ask what y'all are up to. We're looking at announcements today. There was a terrible tragedy in Seoul. 150 people got trampled. I think y'all probably know about that. Sad to hear. Out of respect and solidarity for those who need time to start healing, we'll be rescheduling the Chaos Cast previously planned for November the 2nd until November the 4th. It pushes it back till Friday. I don't know if we've heard anything about how that might affect the release schedule for this week. We're planning on getting Dark Summoning sometime this week. Many of us were speculating today, Halloween, would be perfect time for Dark Summoning. It's possible that they wanted to be ready on Halloween Day, and then when they realized that it wasn't going to quite be ready, then they pushed it back till this costume contest on the 2nd. Looks like they might have taken out some of the, oh, it's in the side quest here. Lots of good costumes for everybody. That's where you can go and do your voting. I mean, not your voting, but your photo posting for all the Halloween costumes. And so be sure to check the announcements for what your costume needs to be to get an entry in there for that. They said here the contest was going to be on the 2nd of November, and then of course with the tragedy in Seoul, they've pushed it back until the 4th for this podcast. However, I'm not sure if that influences the release date. It's very possible that they wanted to have the release again on Halloween, and then they're pushing back the release maybe until the 2nd because they realized they weren't going to be done on the 31st, and then maybe they're pushing it back again until the 4th. Now, I personally have not heard any new updates. I've asked a couple of times now in the general Discord just to see if anybody has gotten any updates. I don't want to be overly annoying to Bullon and the dev team, but if they did answer, several hours ago when we weren't looking, maybe someone else has some information, right? Wednesday does make sense, but I want to trick or treat in DFK. Let's see, they're talking about, let's see, are you expecting it today? By the way, Wednesday makes more sense. I wouldn't be mad, just curious. Why do you think so? As far as the stuff, I think this is the same type of thing getting asked about normally, or I guess I'm not sure exactly what time the normal releases come out. Is it 4:20 Eastern? Is that when they usually do it? At any rate, a lot of us were expecting to get Dark Summoning on Halloween, which looks like we're not going to get it. I still don't want to give up all hope. Rigged on the spookiest of days, Zebu says. Rugged? Did I say rigged? Rugged, yeah. Yep. Of course, as we were talking about in the morning stream, and I know all of us are aware of this as well, so we're all joking when we say things like that, but I am absolutely positive the dev team is working as hard as they can. So, and I know that y'all are aware of that too. But it's always good to toss that sentiment out there for new people that might not be as familiar with it. And sometimes when we joke amongst ourselves, new people might get a weird impression. So, yep. I'm sure they're working as hard as they can, and unfortunately, that means that they probably had to push it back until Wednesday, and my guess right now is possibly they've even realized that Wednesday's too soon, and they're probably they're setting us up for not even getting the Dark Summon release until Friday. That's what I'm feeling. That's the impression I'm getting. Mookie, hey, hello. How are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm going to take it that no one else has heard any new word about the release for this week. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of other Discord, DFK-related Discords, see what they're doing. So like I said, we did get some announcements today or a couple days ago. If y'all are not involved in the Halloween costume and you want to be, there's the criteria, which we've read off this morning. It was going to be put on Wednesday the 2nd, but now it looks like it's put off the 4th because of the tragedy in Seoul. Let's check out the contests. Are there any contests going on right now? There does seem to be a little something in here. Let's see. Absolutely nothing is being given away. Yay. Oh, there's a finger. I guess we'll do a cry emote. And it looks like absolutely nothing won the absolutely nothing giveaway. Congratulations. All right. So let's go check out a couple of other people's Discords while we're still hanging around. Wow, Freak in the costume during the rock climb. Yes. Did y'all see that already? So let's go check that out if y'all haven't seen it. Let's see where we're at. Side quests, I think, is down here at the very bottom. No? Where do we have side quests here? There we go. So, yeah, we had a couple of people. Let's see if there's anybody in here that we know. Luke, Cobalt Fox, Thorin, Freak. Look at this one right here, guys. Freak was in our chat a little bit earlier today. We pulled this up at that time. I think that looks crazy good. Doing rock climbing in this costume. And Wagme, Ghost Panda, Seven Xanos, Woodsy, Dizoth. So lots of people. Little Bunny. All these old Munsters photos. Interesting. Starbuck. Of course, we know Starbuck. Very good. Aladdin. Nice. Yeah, that is our community right there. Awesome. Again, that's in the side quests over there on DFK Discord, down there under community events and contests. Go check that out. And there's still time enough for y'all to enter, I think. So if y'all have a costume, if you're already getting something ready for Halloween, take a picture of yourself and upload it here. Why not? It does not have to be DFK related. Daredevil says, we still have another 3 hours to know for sure. Yes, Darrow Evil. I am holding out the last bit of hopium that they're still going to surprise us today. There's a small piece of me that feels that they could be trolling us in a way to make us, or to not make us, but to lead us down a trolling path where we lose all hope that it's going to be today. And so finally, when it does come out later today, then all of us are super excited and pumped, and it's this massive, overwhelming thing. Because now, of course, for the last few days, we've expected it to be today. So if it popped out, then of course we'd be happy with it. But it might be, I don't know if I would say underwhelming, but when you get something that you're expecting, it's a little bit different than when you get something unexpected, right? So who knows what's going to happen. But yes, Darrow Evil, we still have a couple more hours to know for sure. But since I haven't heard anything, and since they are pushing aside, so another big reason why I think that it's probably not going to come out today is because of the announcements here, right? Another follow-up right here. In follow-up to our previous announcement, this week's AMA will be moved from Thursday, November 3rd to Friday, November the 4th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, in order to observe the morning in South Korea as well. New features slotted this week will follow our standard Wednesday release cycle. There you go. There you go. That's it right there, guys. That is it. You heard it here first. Oh, man. Again, we wish to extend our sincere sympathies to all affected by this horrible accident. Our best wishes are with everyone. And Wednesday for the release of Dark Summoning. That's too bad in a way. It would have been really cool to have Dark Summoning on Halloween. But we still know that it is coming out this week, so I'm super happy to have it, and I'm much happier to have it Wednesday than to have it Friday. So great news, kind of. There you go. Wow, we just barely, and we were almost just about to get out of the DFK Discord here. Wednesday's release date confirmed in the announcements. Yes. Pretty cool. New Discord announcement looks like Wednesday. Wow. So it looks like I found that moments before I read the chat room. But y'all are right on top of it, aren't you? That is crazy. And good. I'm glad that y'all are right on top of that. I would like to get informed of news immediately, of course. A couple extra days of planning pairs will be nice, honestly. Maybe so. Maybe so. Very cool. And again, sad to hear about the tragedy in Korea there. That is definitely not a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at WaifuBot. No new announcements. Sometimes they have some giveaways. Do we need to jump in on one of these giveaways here? Looks like Big Meta Joe, Major ATG, King Coin, Pickery won the last few giveaways for the WaifuBot stuff. So nothing new in there. And did I even enter these? I guess I did. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else is going on in here. Team Goose. Let's take a look at what Team Goose might be doing. No new announcements in there. There is some new governance stuff. What do they got for governance? This vote will be up for a week. QH4 wallet for month of November. We want to sell all items to put in Honk Jewel Pool. Sell all items except eggs. Give eggs to Hero Sender. Put rest in Honk Jewel Pool. Keep all items, hatch eggs if blue or gray. Looks like the biggest vote right here is for put heroes in Xearn Team Goose Wallet and use to collect rewards, which can be put into the Honk Jewel and into our own garden, which will count towards the 500 heroes we're shooting for. Seems to be a pretty good thing. Maybe we ought to look at that for our community wallet as well. Putting 1 or 2 heroes in there or something, although ultimately that's going to not help us out quite as much if we are putting heroes into the Xearn wallet. So I think I'd rather keep our heroes in our own wallet just to get y'all a little bit more rewards in general. Let's see, the fees have been going up and down based on network conditions for things. Xearn has been quick on the response and offers both dynamic and static pricing. Let's see. A vote for Xearn to keep pages until they can be sold for better price or have utility. And let's see what people are voting for. It looks like they're voting to keep pages until price sold at higher. Keep it as it is, sell pages for rewards. I think we are, or they are going for that right there. And what else have we got? I think that's it. So pretty interesting there. Let's take a look at Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms. Oh, by the way, guys, do not forget that we've got a, see, is it in Twitter, Bogside Chats? So Bogside Chats, I'm going to go ahead and post this again out to y'all here in the chat room. Registration is now open for next weekend's Fight Club. It's a lightweight tournament. It's about time we announce the next DFK Fight Club tournament this Thursday, November the 3rd. This will be a lightweight tournament, meaning there is, meaning no hero can be higher than level 4, and your combined team of 3 heroes cannot exceed 8 levels, or level 8, right? So go ahead and fill out the document here for that. I guess we're going to do the same thing. I forget if this has any, I guess we can open it up anyway. To enter, go to adventuresindefakingdom.app, click on the DFK tournaments, or use this link right here. Entry fee is 15 crystals. Tournament will begin Thursday, November the 3rd. It's the responsibility of each participant to schedule a time to battle with their opponents, just as always. Any agreed on time between opponents works, but there will be deadlines for each deadlines for completion of each round due to the constraints of a 64-person roster. If you miss your round deadline and fail to report, you'll be automatically disqualified. This tournament is using lightweight classes. In lightweight class, the total team levels must not exceed 8. No individual hero can exceed level 4. So I think we've got a few heroes that could fit into that. Maybe not in our community wallet, but my personal wallet, and I know that several of y'all out there have a few lower level heroes. Each participant will assemble a team of 6 heroes for the tournament. You can use any 3 of those 6 for a given game and change your lineup as often as you would like within your team of 6. Dread Knights are not eligible as they weren't last time either. And each team is limited to one elite class hero, a Dragoon or Sage. Both classes can be a part of your 6-hero roster, but only one may be in an active match at any time. Seeding will be determined using a formula after registration closes, so we don't know who we're going to get paired up with right away. This tournament will begin with double elimination group stages, guaranteeing each participant gets to play 2 matches this time. I remember last tournament, with the Baby Cup, we only got to do single elimination. Group stages will funnel into a single elimination tournament, of course, there eventually. Each match will be the best of 3 games. Gameplay will be governed by the in-game rules of Fight Club. Prizes, assuming 64-bit participants here. 960 crystal prize pool. Again, I don't think we quite got 64 last time. Maybe we can this time. I think we're getting close each time. That's good. Let's see. We've got a couple of Gen0s. One by Kells. Looks like one by Sir Worm. I think Sir Worm's here in chat with us today. Isn't that right? Maybe not. I saw him earlier. Thank you very much for your donation there, Gen0. Avengers and DeFi Kingdoms is providing 1 summon. Bogside Chat's providing 1 summons. Legendary Pet by the Beeve. A rare pet by the Beeve. Crypto Hellenback, which is also Mosh. Some hero right there. And Sergeant Filthy McNasty and Egg Set. I'm thinking I ought to throw in I meant to tell them earlier, but maybe I can still squeeze it in. Maybe a Gen0 summons from my stuff as well. I have got, and I think what I would put together isn't going to be fantastic, but it's not too shabby. And that is this Berserker and this Seer going together, right? So we've got 30 and 1355. Let's see what that would look like. 30 and 30, there's this one right here. So if we put those two together, our legendary Gen0 Berserker, our legendary Gen0 Seer, then what are we looking at? Summoning chances. Of course, a 14% chance to get a Shapeshifter, which Shapeshifters do seem to be all the rage right now, so that's pretty good. Subclass, I don't see anything. Well, there's a 1% chance for a Paladin. I guess we could look down here also. There's a 0.06% chance for a Paladin. Probably not going to get that, so mostly we're looking at that Shapeshifter. 86% chance of getting a Gardener, right? Which could be good for a Seer, possibly a Shapeshifter. Total of about 8% chance to get Legendary Mythic, one of those. Pretty decent chance to get Wisdom or Dexterity, which is nice if we end up getting Gardening, right? And then our next stat boost, almost certainly Luck. 77% chance for Luck. Are there any other things that we might be able to look at down here? A very small chance for Active 1 Advanced. Again, under 1% chance for Active 2 Advanced. Very small chance of Passive 1 Advanced. And a 17.5% chance to get a Passive 2 Advanced. So it's not too bad either. We've got a small percent chance at Advanced Hair. We've got small percent chance at Advanced Head App. A little bit of a percent chance there for the color. Fallen Angel, slightly. And down here, stats 1 unknown. It's a very small chance at Advanced 3 and Advanced 1 down in there as well. So that is what my pair will bring us. And I should probably pass that word on to them. Let's see here. I'm just going to catch up in chat. I'm still waiting for some sneak peek to decide the pair and optimize it. Yep. Happy for the delay, but hate the reason due to. Yep, I hear you there. News is terrible. Heart goes out to the Korean friends. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. We have enough tragedies. All right, tell you what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and hop back over here. So again, Bogside Chats is putting on the Fight Club. I think we liked it, and I'm pretty sure that I retweeted that also. Let's just double check. Home. I think I retweeted that. Yep, Bogside Chats, we retweeted that. Very cool. Mystical Meows, hello, how are you doing? You were reminding me we've got a little bit of a giveaway here. Looks like we've got Freak, Zabu, Darrow Evil already here. Mystical Meows, you are probably going to show up in just a minute. But that is a good time. Let's go ahead and let everybody know. If you're in the sound of my voice, it is 3:30. Our time to get in. The chat room and say hello. Let's see. Can you remove the Rob accidentally commented on my other account? I don't know if there is a Rob. I'm not seeing that. Freak. Looks fine in here. Mookie's still here. Trick or treat, Self says. Self should be coming in here pretty soon. I wonder why Mystical Meows is not showing up there. Let's see. Mookie is here. There we go. 6 up from the bottom. You may maybe erase when you copy and paste. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and copy some names over. To our wheel. We got those names. We've also got a few more names over here as well. And we've even got some more names somewhere right around in here. All right. Is that everybody? Freak, Zabu, Mookie, Darrow Evil, Mystical Meows. Mookie, Darrow Evil, Mystical Meows, Freak, Zabu. Looks good to me. Let's refresh that page right there. Set that back to 15. All right. And then that means that those are the names that we've got. I don't see anybody else new in here. Let's go ahead and, as we always do, copy all those names. Paste, paste, paste. Paste, paste. Sounds good. And we'll have a rollover +2 and a rollover +4. Throw that in there for us this time. And then spin that wheel. All right. Good luck, everyone. Drum roll, please. And the winner is... looks like Mookie. 71 Mookie. Congratulations. Congratulations, you are the winner there. So as we're looking at the little part of my spreadsheet where I'm keeping up with this, I'm going to try to get these sent out to y'all today. Zabu, I haven't looked today, but I think you still owe me one. You've got a -1. Zelf, I think you still owe me one. I've got a -1 there. If y'all win one today, or if you just want to hold out and suspect that y'all are going to win one, that's perfectly fine. That way we'll save some, some transactions all through there, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Not worried about that at all. So 71 Mookie, you've had one ticket from the other day, and now you've got your 2. So that is all that you're going to need to participate in this next weekend's raffle. Of course, the more you have, if you can get up to 4 tickets or 6, that'll get you either 2 or 3 entries. So that'll be good. All right. So congratulations again, Mookie. And we'll be doing another spin of the wheel in an hour, and then another one in another hour after that. So congratulations. Let's see. And I think I reset my wheel. Let's just go ahead and make sure that all of this is in there. Okay, very good. All right. So coming back here to the Twitter stuff, what do you think that we should do for Bogside Chats? If I can spell it properly. Maybe reach out. Oh, here we go. That's the baby cup. It's October the 7th. I wonder if they still need that pinned or not. It's all the way back on October the 7th. Although this looks like the double elimination side in a way. Well, no, I guess it doesn't. This is not double elimination. So well, this is where I was down there, and I beat out Dreadshot, but I lost a Guy Kid, and then I was done. That was a really good match. Let's see. Franz, let me tell you what, let me reach out to somebody here and let me grab this. Control C. And then let's put in, let's get over here. I'm going to pull this off the screen for just a minute. Y'all would allow me to do a little private messaging here. Send something to Franz. Okay. I'd like to contribute to the winner's pot this time, if there's room for that sort of thing. A Gen0 pairing of my own with these 2 heroes here. Paste that link. A Berserker and Seer, since shapeshifters seem to be all the rage right now. Let me know if that's fun or if that works. Let me know if that fits in with y'all's plan. Thanks. Excited about the Coming tournament. Exclamation mark. Alright. Okay. And let's get out of the private messages. Alright. So, let's get back over here to Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms. And we were looking at announcements here. Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms does have a new announcement. What are they doing here? Congrats, Will P12, for being the 500th user to join our server. DM me your address and I'll give you a gray egg. Nice. Going live on YouTube. This was a couple of days ago. So lots of good stuff on YouTube these days. We also have, let's see, any type of guild announcements, Xearn stuff, suggestion box, and finally any type of giveaway things. Not for a while now. That's fine. All right. Let's see. Sabu says, I see potato. Darrow Evil says, what hero you guys bringing in for the tourney? Oh, man, you know, I haven't thought about that, Darrow Evil, but I do plan to sign up for that today, tomorrow. In fact, let's take a look at that real quick. So we've got this thing here. Check out the awesome content created by our sponsors. So there is a Discord server, Mythic Squad Discord, here YouTube channel hosted by Crypto Grady, Sergeant Filthy McNasty, Bogside Chats, and ADFK. Nice. Very cool. Wow, look at all this stuff that's out there these days for content creators. Let's see. So here's an application for the tournament. Can I actually click on this? See if that actually works. Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms. Is this something that I can share with y'all? I don't even know. Let's come over here for a minute. Sign in. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in there that can't be shown on stream. So it looks like we're looking at tournament entries, no active tournament entries, and available tournaments. There's this tournament hosting right here. So we can click on that. Please sign in to view our status. I think I am signed in. Please sign in to view our participation status. And I think that's where I'm at. So minimum level 1, maximum level 4, and you can have minimum heroes 3, maximum heroes 6. Your total stats are 999. Accumulated team stats. What? Why do we have 9999 and then also 900? It's interesting. And then we can choose our stuff. So this is, maybe this is where we get to choose something. Maybe I should be seeing a list of heroes here. Not sure what I'm looking at right now. All right, let's catch up in chat. We got a lot of stuff going on here in chat. Sabu says 3 potatoes, of course. Absolutely. Still not sure. Need to evaluate what classes are better now that hero level is higher versus the baby cup. Definitely one goon or sage. Yeah, I wish I had some. That would be nice. Goon looks like it could be a good strategically with its skill. Sage just optional. Yeah. I want to try shapeshifters again. It had some good potential. Let's see. Zelf says, sent you a ticket for the raffle drawing. DM tickets. DM the transaction on Discord. Okay, thanks, Self. Did it yesterday? That's perfectly fine. I'll take a look at that yesterday. I'll take a look at that a little bit later today and get all that squared away. I think I haven't looked at that the NFT stuff transactions since yesterday. Zero Evil says my Sage and Goon are either fit for Baby Cup or lightweight, so good luck there. Yeah, absolutely. I probably should think about getting a Sage or Dragoon if I'm gonna think about competing very far with that. I think that I don't want to spend a lot of money on an ongoing basis, and so I might not worry about trying to win the Fight Club stuff. I just don't have the mythic and legendary heroes that I think it's going to take for that last, the best of the best, right? But I certainly want to participate in all of them, so I'm definitely going to enter each of the contests here. Sabu says, yes, I remember thinking the same, but scored low on the tier video they made. I have a few baby pallies. Speaking of the tier list, if they have not changed things since last time, are y'all aware of, you probably are, y'all are probably more aware than I am actually, of what makes a good hero for the, what makes good heroes for the Fight Club stuff. So the primary class, the best classes are Archer, Warrior, Pirate, and Wizard. And for subclasses, the best subclasses turned out to be Wizard, Warrior, Archer, Pirate, Thief, and Priest. And of course there you have a video that shows where like 4 or 5 people, I guess on Bogside, maybe Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms folks were all in a podcast together, and they were kind of ranking which main class and subclass, 2 different rankings, one for main class and one for subclass, which ones were best. And again, looks like the best ones were Sage, Archer, Warrior, Pirate, Priest, or Warrior, Pirate, Wizard, and for the subclass, Wizard, Warrior, Archer, Pirate, Thief, and Priest. Yeah. Let's see. Must add that video was ranking for Baby Cup 2. Yes, that is somewhere in Bogside chat stuff. And I think y'all know that you can go over to here and look for something like all things DFK, right? What's going on there? All things DFK. And this pulls up this link here, which should get you access to a lot of influencers in the DFK community, right? And so lots of good stuff you can see. And then if you needed to find whichever one you were looking for, Bogside chats or whatever, you could find all those people in there. Yeah. All right. Sabu says, for example, Pally scored lower due to less hit points at level 1, I believe. Exactly. Yeah. So watching that video would be pretty good. And like I said, I wrote down the takeaways, and Paladins were not in that either for primary class or subclass, right? So I did not take any in and don't plan to take any in. Uh-oh, did I lose my... let's see, not sure where that link was. Let's just try to do this again, right here. Lightweight tournament, clicking on here, and for some reason, enter the tournament. All right. So we got Discord handle right here, organizers Neindorf. Rock 808, you are one of 21 entries. So only 21 entries so far. Starts in 3 days. We're going to send 15 crystal on the DFK chain to that wallet address. We can do that right now. Copy that address and come over to here, or I think we should have some crystal. We do have a little bit. Assets, crystal, send to that address, log side 15. Next. Confirm. And we'll grab that transaction ID. When it pops up, blockchain loves to make us wait. Let's see. It's not really what I would prefer to do. View on Block Explorer right there. Ah, it's not what I really want either. Copy the transaction ID. There we go. That's what I really want. And then we should be able to come over to here. And plug that in somewhere. Right there. And then my hero selection. What heroes should we take in, guys? Let's see here. User entries: Guy Kid, Kivo, Crypto Kong, Pouring, AP from KC, DFK Fam, Raf, Delay, Darrow Evil, there you are. TTS Gear, Mean Machine, Hodl for Life, Franz, Ben Force, Bob Nothing, Dix T, Corey, CERN, Multra, Ivan, Rock 808. So let's submit some heroes here. I had a good selection before. I'm thinking I'll do the same ones. Oh, no, I won't, because all of those are level 1. So now I need to find some good level 4s. Maybe that's what we'll be doing on stream today for the next 2 hours or something. Hopefully it doesn't take 2 hours. But maybe we should go and find a few heroes to send in. Oops, my heroes. And if we need maximum level of 4, let's go ahead and check that out. Max level of 4. Apply. So I've got 23 heroes that could potentially fit in here. Let's go ahead and rank this or sort this descending per level. So I've got 3, 6 level 4s, I guess. So we're gonna have to pick one of these level 4s to go in. And as you can see, my lovely, fantastic heroes, the best ones I have are uncommons. So we've got a good selection here of pirates, monks, warriors, thieves. And if we are looking at the same thing from last time, which this is different, right? So last time, the ranking video that I saw was very much geared towards level 1s only. And when you're talking about a level 4, then The Pallies could probably come in because they've had, 4 chances to level and so on. Or at least 3 chances to level up additionally, right? For a total ranking of 4. You need to create an account before you can enter the tournament. Yes. Account creation is new, right? Don't remember. I think I had to create an account last month for the tournament as well. I think so. I don't know. I know that I did create an account sometime back for something. And so I'm not sure if I had to create it for last tournament or if I created it for something else. Yeah. So Zabu, I do not remember if it is new or not specifically. But I do know that I've already created one myself. It was there before, but now to enter the tournament, you have to sign up. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these levels, these level heroes here. So, because these are level 4s, then my little chart of sages, archers, warriors, pirates, and wizards might not actually be fully accurate anymore. I did like pirate last time. Oh, that's right. Last tournament I did enter with a Google form. That is correct. All right, let's go for... I'm going to just trust that some of the same heroes are going to be the best ones. So pirate, we do like that warrior and cleave, don't we? There is a page, let's see if I can find it again. Let's see, I'll tell you what, let's open up a new thing here and go to Adventures in DeFi Kingdom. I guess we're logged in right now. So let's go to Fight Club and let's start looking at some heroes here. So possibly we're looking at this Pirate Seer. So 12,716. Anyway, let's move this guy all the way over to here. This Pirate Seer. Let's go ahead and view that. So that gives us Cannon Barrage and Curse right there. And otherwise, let's see what some other heroes might be. We could go for Warrior, which is going to be 10,433. I think it's also Crystal Veil, 10,433. So this one right here. We could have Cleave and Backstab from that. Thief being their subclass there. I seem to remember Backstab was decent. Look for the stat of heroes to get the best match. Yes. And let's check out Thief Knight, I guess. I don't think I really want Monk because 12,690. We'll see what Monk looks like. 12,690. And the problem here is that when you've got your primary class and your subclass right there being the same, it does not give you an extra different ability, right? You've got Meditate here from your main class, and you've got Meditate again from your subclass. So oftentimes, Fight Club, I feel that you would kind of want a good combination of main class with the abilities there and subclass that gives you something a little bit different, right? TuneFed, is DFK Fight Club cool at all? You've never tried it. You've never tried it? Yes, it is pretty cool. There's a lot of good hype around it, which I think makes it exciting, especially the community. And TuneFed, I'm a little surprised that you haven't gotten involved with it. You seem to be fairly, tapped into the community. And I would have thought you probably would have joined it just for the community aspect of it. So the way that I look at Fight Club, and the way that I think some of us that are looking at Fight Club from like a community perspective and just wanting the best things for DFK is, don't we want all things, well, maybe I shouldn't say all things DFK since we have an all things DFK here, but don't we want everything that's DFK related, or almost everything that's DFK related at least, to succeed? Don't we want our friends and developers who are putting together things like the Fight Club and all this stuff to succeed? Don't we want events that are put together by our other players and other community members? Don't we want those events to seem full and attractive? What do you think would be the impression of people outside the DFK community if we put together a tournament that had 64 possible entries and only 10 people entered? Do you think that would be looked at as a success? And so one of the things that I would say is, if we want DFK to be seen from the outside as successful, then even if we don't particularly care about a thing, unless we have a specific reason to not be in there, I would say it gives a much better impression if Fight Club could later on say, yeah, we filled up all 64 spots, it was amazing, rather than, yeah, we had 64 slots, but we only filled 10 of them, right? So I would say that would be, that's one reason, right? So that's one reason that I would say that everyone who's really interested in DFK doing well should probably support as many other projects as they can, right? That would be one thing I would say. The next thing that I would say is, it is fun. There's plenty of things on YouTube, plenty of videos. In fact, we did some streams where we went in and did several fights in Fight Club, and we can do that again today and tomorrow. But there's lots of videos that we could point you to, and those fights are pretty fun too. It's a pretty good strategy. It doesn't take too long. The fights don't take too long. They're not too short. I think they're very well paced. And of course, we're playing against people that we know, and it's kind of fun back and forth a little bit there. All right, so looking at these 3 heroes for level 4s, we can only take one level 4 in. So what we need to do is we need to decide which one of these 3 is probably going to be the best one. I personally don't think the monk, because we don't have, we're doubled up on the meditation, which we don't really need. So maybe this one down here, the Thief Knight. So Serendale, 257, 798. 257, 798, that one right there. So let's take a look at these 3 level 4s. And again, we can only have one level 4, so we have to decide which one of these that we would want. Here we've got a Thief Knight, Shield Slam. Also, I don't think Knight necessarily. So I've seen Thief make a good subclass when we were looking at the Baby Cup. Pirate makes a good primary class in the Baby Cup. Warrior made a good class in the Baby Cup. And Thief did not make the primary class for the Baby Cup, but this is not the Baby Cup anymore. Let's see, what else do we have in here? We've got a Monk Thief. And a Monk Knight. So Again, it looks like those three are probably going to be some of our best level 4s here. All right. Darrow Evil says, it's awesome. It's so much fun. TuneFed says, I tried the other one at Jester. It wasn't very good. I think you're talking about DFK Arena. If you're talking about DFK Arena, I tried that one for a little bit too, and I quickly was not very excited about it. I think I played 3 or 4 games, and I was like, yeah. I like the duels in the game a bit more than DFK Duel or whatever it was. Just didn't click Fight Club after I saw the other one first, to be honest. Yeah, I hear you. I did not join Fight Club for the original tournament, and I actually was not really excited about this type of thing. This type of PvP is not really something I'm excited about. I never got into Pokemon, never got into Axie Infinity, any of that kind of stuff. And even though I think this could possibly be a little bit better than those, I just didn't. But then as the Baby Cup was starting to come in, and those were all level 1s, I felt that I could look into it a little bit more. And then as I did look into it more, I did think that it was pretty cool. And then aside from the fact that I just wanted to participate in community events and help them boost up their numbers, because I think that's important too, to just support community stuff, right? Let's see. There's definitely a learning curve. Once you get a hang of it, it's fun. And it did take me a little bit of time to play around and understand a little bit of the abilities and how it worked. That was something else that turned me off, by the way, originally, was it seemed more complicated than I wanted to get into for a game style of play that I didn't even particularly care about too much. But like I said, for the Baby Cup, thought it would be good to get in, and then I really did enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would, and it was easier than I thought it would be to get started, especially since Bogside Chats did their video kind of highlighting which heroes or which classes and subclasses, kind of how they ranked those to come out ahead. And then that way it took a lot of the pressure off of me to even know what heroes would be any good in there at all. Zabu says, never done that one. I can see Fight Club being very fun and strategic. Some are turned off with not much graphics and more turn-based text commands. Yeah, the text-based commands don't really turn me off. I've been playing games for so long that, you know, way back in the day, all we had was text games. In fact, we had graphical representations of things built with text, like ASCII art type things. I remember playing a Star Wars game, like even three-dimensional Star Wars game, in fact, on a old computer that was purely text. And so you had the three-dimensional space set up in a grid or 3 grids that represented this three-dimensional space, and you could fly your Star Trek Enterprise through different things and land on planets. And anyway, it was interesting. Let's see. TuneFed, I don't do too much third-party stuff at all. Even in game, I only focus on certain elements, like I do profs and garden summons. Yeah, that's true too. Not everybody is gonna just jump into everything. Sure, done a bit of solo duels. That's cool. I think that's good for if you're not going to do much, but you want to like branch out just a little bit to participate in a few things. Certainly duels could get you access to Gen0 raffle, so that's cool. Let's see, Zabu says, Rocket wait. Maybe let's look at the infographic for DFK Fight Club stats. I think it's endurance for HP and agility for speed. That could be important to focus on. It could be, Zabu, and we can look at that. However, I've only got 4. Sergeant Filthy McNasty coming into lurk mode. Hello, how are you doing? Let me catch up in chat with you here, Zabu. You've said a couple of things, and then we can take a look at the infographic. But for me, I think I don't have a lot of options for my level 4. right? I think these are going to be my options for my level 4. Let's see here. Fixed typo above, not trying to jump comments for visibility. When you make a modification on something, does it like move the comments around? That's interesting. It really did not draw my attention due to the text commands, but glad I tried it out for the tournament. Yeah. Like I said, I was not overly excited about Fight Club originally, but then once I played it a couple of times, and especially just with also the mindset of just wanting to support the community in general, it made a lot of sense, and it turned out to be more fun than I thought, and easier to learn, although there was some learning curve. All right, so let's take a look at the infographics here, Zabu, like you're recommending, and see if we can actually do something. So is there an infographic here? I don't know if I've seen one for Fight Club here. Is it in the Discord for Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms or Bogside Chats? I don't think this is going to have Fight Club stuff. I'm almost positive. Yeah, not in there. So, let's see, Fight Club Discord, thank you. Let's go check that out. Fight Club Discord, right here. And I think it's going to be under game info. Is that where we've seen it before? Fight Club turns. So this is something here where you can, and I guess I'll go ahead and read this, especially for TuneFed, if you're a little curious. Again, I was a little turned off by all of the things that you can do. It's like I said, it sounded more complex than it really is. And I was also playing it more simplistically. But for each turn that you take, players can either do a fierce attack, which deals extra damage with your front character's auto attack. You can swap positions with a weaker character or move a stronger character into primary battle position. You can use a skill, which one of your front or mid character skills to try to change the tide of battle. Skills are those things like cleave and all the other stuff we were looking at a minute ago. Mosh, happy Halloween. How are you doing? We're talking about finding a couple of heroes for the Fight Club coming up this next weekend. How are you doing? And then, of course, you can interrupt the enemy as another action that you can take in Fight Club. Stop the enemy from using a skill, and a bonus meter on success, so you get some bonus points. And then there is a turn priority, which I'm not going to read off to y'all. Most of y'all probably already know it, but if you wanted to see how the turns progress, first thing that's going to happen is you can swap, unless of course they're interrupted. Characters will use their skills, characters will fight, and then they deal some damage there. Let's see, or I'm sorry, both teams' front characters charge, so they get a level of a meter or a charge that they have, which gives them the ability to cast more skills, perhaps. Generally, some actions will beat other actions, but not in every situation, and so there is a couple of another little chart that shows that things like using a skill is going to beat out the first attacks, which beats out the interrupt, and so on right there. Let's see. Sergeant says, Mosh, happy Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween to everybody. So there's one infographic that they have in here. And then there's another little piece of information that shows what the skills or abilities are for each of the different classes. So the warrior can do cleave and last stand. Cleave's doing 70 points of damage and so on. The archer has aim shot and full draw. The monk has meditate and Kai blast, which does 600 points of damage to the enemy in the front line. It costs 3 meter of kind of like mana, I guess you could say, and so on. So they have all of the different classes and then what items they get. When you have a primary class or a subclass, let's minimize that for just a minute. So if we're bringing in a primary class of a pirate, we get both of the pirates' both abilities there. And then we have a subclass of a seer, so we just get curse. So when we have the primary class again, we get both of the abilities, both the abilities for thief, but then we have backstab for the thief, shield slam for the knight. And that comes back into here saying shield slam was our first one, backstab is thief's first ability, and so on. Monk's first ability is meditate right there. All right, then they've added some for Sage, Dread Knight, Berserker, so on. A boar and a phoenix. Oh, when they do shape shifting, they can go from boar form to phoenix form. All right. So somewhere in here, it also mentions, and maybe it's up into this other part. Oh, here it is. Here's the thing for health and damage and speed. So the formulas for this stuff, for how much health you have, is the DFK health plus endurance. The damage is going to be strength plus dexterity plus endurance divided by 2 plus luck divided by 2. So for these type of things, your damage is based on intelligence and luck a little bit, slightly, but also a little more so on your strength plus dexterity. Speed is agility plus dexterity and a little bit of luck added. Charge is intelligence and wisdom, and that's going to give you the ability to cast more skills or apply more skills. So if we're looking for health, we should really be looking for a high endurance plus a normal DFK health as well. But again, if we're looking at my specific heroes, oops, let's come back over to here. For my specific heroes, I'm not necessarily sure that we need to look very far for this. So these 6 heroes here are going to be my level 4s that I could take. And if we're looking at endurance of 10, 8, 11, 10, 10, 11. So I don't really have extremely good endurance on any of these heroes. And we know we're probably going to want to take, I shouldn't say I know, I can't see why we wouldn't take at least one level 4. I should say at least. We can only take one level 4, but so I can't see why we wouldn't take one of these level 4s, even with those endurances. We might look at 11, perhaps higher than the 10s, or certainly the 8, right? If we took a look at the health, 274, 255, 218, 220, 273. So we could look at this one. Flipping that card over is also 10 endurance. So not quite an 11, but it does have the higher health. So let's just take a look at 10,433 over here. This one right here. The total health of that really comes out to be only 254. It's interesting. But this one, 12,716, comes out to be 289. That is 12,716. This one right here. That's super odd. What the heck is going on? This is the one with the lowest endurance, 8. And at 255 health, where this one has 273 health and a 10 endurance. So it has higher health and higher endurance, but we end up with a lower health overall for this. I'm not sure I understand what's going on there. The Beeve says, yo, let's go. How you doing, Rock? Hey, the Beeve. I am doing fantastic. We're picking out some heroes to join into the fight club. And of course, I guess I ought to drop a link into there. We've got the registration open right now for Fight Club this weekend. If y'all have not joined in on that, highly encourage that y'all do. All right. So I'm not sure I understand. Let's take a look back here again. Health is the DFK health plus endurance. How is that possible? Am I looking at wrong heroes? 10, 433, 12, 716. 12, 716, 10, 433. They're both Crystal Veil heroes. Why would 12, 716, 12, 716, which is 255 plus 8, come out to be a higher number than 273 plus 10? I don't understand that. Bravo Lab says, I'd like to redeem some of my water cards. Yay, Bravo Labs. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Beef says, beautiful. Don't miss all this fun. If you haven't joined Fight Club, now is the perfect time. A ton of fun. Cool peeps too. Absolutely. I must agree. It is good stuff to play. All right, so 254. How could hero ID 433 be 254 if the health is 273? Do I need to like refresh this page? Oh. Oh, no, that's still not right. What is going on? Duro Evil says, Rock, can you check that hero in Fight Club Discord? Sure. Control C. So I don't think I've done that before. What do we need to do? Do we check it some way in here? Like there's maybe is there a bots specific place that we can go into, or can we just do it from anywhere? Let's see. Game info, how turns work, how to set up your account, glossary for info. Okay, so let's go into general, and I think we can just do glossary. Is that right? Well, actually, view hero, and then put in our hero ID like that. All right, so we got this one right here, 254 health. We have Cleave, Last Stand, and Backstab. Are they changing their name to FITE Club? Or is that the old spelling of it? Is it Fight Club or Fight Club? Which is it, guys? Make up your mind. Let's see. Zero Evil says, play here and type in select team command and then paste the hero ID there. Do you want me to do that, Darrow Evil, or is view hero fine? fine. Okay. So this seems to indicate that hero ID 10433 should have a HP of 254, right? 10433 starts off with 273. It's a Crystal Veil hero. This is a Crystal Veil hero, 10433. And this is the Crystal Veil hero, 10433. My actual hero, 10433, Crystal Veil, 273 health. Is that a bug? Seems like that could be a bug. Maybe I should report that to somebody. Hello. I think there might be some kind of bug in one of my heroes reporting wrong health. Hero ID number, that. Where ADFK shows HP equals 254, but DFK game shows hero to have 273 health plus 10 endurance. So shouldn't that be 283 HP in Fight Club? Or am I missing something? Maybe I'm missing something. Let's see. Okay, we'll see if anybody has an answer for that. Freak says, would having a Sage subclass use up one elite rule? That's interesting. I don't know. I would say that's a question for Nindorf or somebody over there. Franz might know. Raph might know. Nindorf. Crypto Grady possibly could answer that. Let's see. Those are the ones that I can think of right off the top of my head. Beeve might know. Mosh might know. I think both of them could be here in chat. Yeah, I think they recently just started doing something like that. So I'm not sure there's been a lot of word about it. I don't even want to speculate on that, to be honest. I was going to say the subclasses probably don't make that big of a deal, but possibly they could, because you're still going to have, I mean, I could imagine that if you had a bunch of heroes, like imagine a player that has 1,500 heroes, and so they could get one of their heroes to their main class could be a sage, for example, and then all their other heroes could have subclasses of dragoons and sages and stuff. So I would have to say I doubt that they would let that go through, right? Starbucks says, I don't think it applies, but again, and I wouldn't have thought it would apply either, but now that I think about it more, if you have got all three of your heroes to be dragoon or sage for their subclass, you're still getting a pretty powerful, I think you're still getting a pretty powerful hero with those abilities that sages and dragoons have, right? So you're going to be able to cast those skills or abilities. So the question was, we're thinking, or we're trying to talk amongst ourselves, if anyone's heard the answer specifically, when we're limited to one hero being of an elite class, does that apply to the subclass as well? And after giving it a little bit more thought, I think it probably could, but I also could easily see how it might not. Starbuck doesn't, quote, think it applies, which could very well be true. Yeah. But I'm guessing nobody really knows for sure. Unless we get some word from Nine Door for somebody over there for some clarification. Also, let's just ask. Also, a couple people in my chat are curious if the limit of one elite class applies to the subclass as well. In other words, could we have an elite sage dragoon as one hero and two other heroes also have elite subclasses? And we'll see. We'll get an official word for that. I'm not sure we're talking about Fight Club. Yes, we are, the Beeve. If it did, probably would have been clearly articulated. Yeah, I would agree with that, Starbuck. I'm not sure if they had really thought about that, though. Crypto Grady's popping in and says, hey guys, give this Dark Summoning AMA question upvotes here. Dark Summoning with heroes where stones and crystals are used. Nice. And here, Fran says not banning any subclasses. So, I think there's your answer. So if they've got the heroes, lucky them. There you go, folks. You could have all three of your heroes with elite subclasses. That's the answer right there. Boom. Yep. So we know people like Starbuck for sure are going to have some really nice heroes, since y'all have been customizing those subclasses and special abilities there. Yep. That's your answer. Just talking to Crypto Grady about it in chat. Yeah, nice. Let's see. Let's go ahead and check this out. Crypto Grady is saying dark summoning where heroes where stones and crystals are used. See what he's suggesting here. Excited for dark summoning. Love what you guys are doing. One thought I had was, one thing that seems to may be lost in dark summoning, I made it a habit to always use crystals and stones and spent many thousands of dollars over the past several months always using crystals and stones. It seems like now that will all be a waste, and all players not using crystals and stones are sort of being rewarded. I wonder if there is a way to reward the heroes who are being burned somehow, something extra for the number of crystals and stones, especially in the case of things like regular and greater crystals or stones used. That's an interesting comment, right? I'm not really sure right off the bat what I think about that. I can definitely see that if a person is adding a stone to summoning their heroes and then adding several crystals to level up, that a lot of money could go into those. But we are getting a reward for dark summoning leveled up heroes already. If you dark summon 2 level 10s, you're already getting the reward of immediately having another level 10. Maybe that would be enough of a reward for the crystals that you pumped in. Maybe. Not saying yes to that. But I can definitely see that immediately starting off with another level 10 right away could be considered an advantage. Of course, you're losing to both the parents, right? I don't think I would mind having advantages for higher level heroes that have used a bunch of crystals. I can't see any disadvantage to allow that. And then the same things with the stones. If you've got a lot of stones that were used there, I don't know how I feel about that. Beef says, absolutely, Rock, but won't none crystal heroes get the same level bonus regardless? Yes, they will, Beef. And so what I'm getting at there is, it's possible, instead of looking at it like instead of looking at the whole thing in a way like we're losing out on something that the crystals have given, maybe another way to look at it is we are gaining something additional for the ones that didn't have the crystals, which of course some people who use crystals all the time might feel they're getting a little gypped, perhaps. But what about me, who perhaps bought a hero where someone used some stones on it, and I bought floor heroes for 30 crystal where they had used stones? So I get the advantage just because I bought floor heroes where the stones were used, even though I didn't really use those stones myself. And maybe that's just, lucky me, right? I'm going to burn a hero that someone else used a stone on, and now I get the reward for that, right? And I'm fine with that, too. If somebody else, I know that I bought several leveled up heroes as well. Many months ago, before people were really looking at levels, 5 and 6 and 7. I remember buying a few of them that were pretty high levels for pretty cheap. Maybe almost right on the floor, actually. This was many months ago. So I certainly wouldn't mind getting extra bonus for that. I'm just wondering if we care about that or not. But definitely for someone like Crypto Grady, who has spent all that money themselves personally, that could be a really big bummer for them. Or maybe it just makes the decision if they want to dark summon those harder, which I'm kind of for as well, right? If it means that Crypto Grady has a harder time deciding, oh wow, this is a really challenge. Do I dark summon with it and I lose all that extra value, or do I go ahead and dark summon it anyway? All right, so it becomes more of a, you got to put a little bit more thought into it. It might not be such a no-brainer as he says sometimes. Things are no-brainers a lot. So here, maybe it's going to require a brain a little bit more to think about, you know, what is the best way, which, you know, maybe we shouldn't be dark summoning some of those. In which case, if they want more of them dark summoned, if they want more of them burned, maybe DFK and we as a community would want additional bonuses for the ones that you were using stones and additional crystals, because I think it would make it more of a no-brainer for some people to just go ahead and dark summon those, which means more heroes burned, which is, I think, part of the point, right? Let's go ahead and do a little giveaway here. What do y'all think? Little giveaway here? Come in, chime in if you want to. I'll catch up in chat as soon as we do our giveaway. We've got Dare O Evil, Mystical Meow, Sardo Fritz, Starbuck, The Beeve, and Oomfreak. Nobel is coming into the house. If y'all are in lurk mode right now, now is the time to come out and say hello. I think my answer, after thinking about it a little bit more, I think I would vote for yes, let's give them a little bit something more. And the reason mostly is because if that would inspire more people to burn more heroes, I think in general that would probably be a good thing. And if people like Grady have paid so much into that, I think that I would want them to have a little bit more of a reward or compensation for that. I feel that's my personal feeling on it at the moment. All right, Bravos Labs just snuck in here, and we got TuneFed coming in. Very good. Starbucks in here as well. Let's spin that wheel, guys. Let's grab those names. Anybody else want to come in here for this wheel spin at the 4:30 hour? We are running a little late for this. Control V, paste that in there. So we've got Bravos Labs, Dare O Evil, Mystical Meow, Sardo Fritz, Starbuck, The Beeve, TuneFed, and Oomfreak. And I don't see any new names coming in. So we're going to lock it in with those names right there. That's it. Paste, 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 paste. And then we're going to do rollover +2 and rollover +4. Mookie! Oh man, Mookie, I think you just missed it. Just by moments. And Mosh! Looks like Mosh just missed it. Just by moments. Oh, Nobel, did we miss you? Because of the mod situation? Oh man, look at that. Mods. Okay. Alright. Y'all got lucky because Nobel got missed unintentionally for that. Control C. Alright, Mookie, you're in. Starbuck is in. Mosh is in. Awesome. Very cool. Let's get y'all in here. And paste. Alright. And with that, Starbuck says, Nobel saves the day. If Nobel wouldn't have said hello and chimed in time, then it wouldn't have saved the day. So I want to make sure that that the reason is clarified. It's not because it was just Nobel. It was because I did something wrong. And what I had done wrong is I didn't have mods turned on. And of course that takes Nobel out, and Nobel should qualify for it. But Nobel was in time. He was here in time. It's just I had done something wrong. So, okay, but yes, he did save the day for everyone, or a couple more people anyway, so that's good. So now we're going to lock in with this and Control C and paste one more. Let's make really small pie charts here. That always makes it more exciting here at the end. Let's give a rollover +2 and a rollover +4. And we have so many great people here. We're going to even do a rollover +6 right there. All right. So y'all ready to spin this wheel? Nobel says, give me a timeout. You did good, Nobel. Let's go ahead and go. Good luck, everybody. Drum roll, please. Good luck. And the winner is, woo, the Beef DFK. Congratulations. And firmly right in the middle of that pie, wheel pie right there. Congratulations. So the Beef, I don't know how long you've been here. Do you know what's going on right now with the wheel spins? Do I need to describe it a little bit for some of y'all? Here all during the week, we stream for 6 hours a day. We stream 3 hours in the morning on Twitch. We stream 3 hours in the afternoon on YouTube. And every half hour, I should say every hour on the half hour, we do a wheel spin like we just did. And the winner of that gets one of these Rock 808 Play to Earn reward tickets. And you store those up. These are NFTs. I do try to send these to you. However, it means I have to switch over to the Polygon network and I have to switch over to a different account to send them. So I usually do this after the end of the stream, right? And some people are just going to want to put those tickets into the weekend's giveaway. So what these tickets allow you to do is they allow you to get into the weekend giveaway, where last 2 weekends we've given away pets, and we let the winner of the giveaway choose if they want a blue pet or a gray pet or egg, and we hatch those eggs on stream. I do plan to do a Gen 1 giveaway and a summons for somebody at some point. We might give away loot or some other things. And in the meantime, I've been keeping people's names here on a spreadsheet during the day, and if I don't have wallet addresses for some people, so we keep some people here. But this is what is going on. And then at the end of the day, I'll send it to you. So the Beef, you are welcome to send me your wallet address, and that way I can send you one of these NFTs. And the idea is you need to get 2 tickets for 1 entry into the weekend's giveaway for the pet or the raffle thing that we're going to be doing. And Mosh says wrong twin. So Mosh, was that really you talking on your brother's account or something? I'm gonna think not. I'm thinking you're just making a joke right there. But let's see. So the Beef DFK 1, we're gonna go ahead and select this thing here, and in the meantime, until the end of the day, we're just gonna add you in here with, oops, that's pretty large, isn't it? We're gonna add you in here saying that you now have 1 ticket. So we got you in there. And then at the end of the day, if I've got your wallet address, just send me a private message in Discord, and then I can send you the NFT. If I don't get the wallet address from you, just send it to me whenever, your wallet address, and I can send you the tickets whenever I get your wallet address. Otherwise, if you make it through the entire week and you haven't gotten me your wallet address, then you could apply the tickets that we have here to the wheel spin on the weekend, and then I could just do that. So Nobel has done that in the past, Romario Raven has done that, Mystical Meows has done that, but it's totally up to you. Some people, I think, like to hold the NFTs, and you're welcome to not participate in a particular weekend's giveaway. You have to be there during the wheel spin on the weekend to participate. And then if you aren't, or if you just don't want to participate in one, you could hold your tickets for another weekend some other time and redeem those tickets for something a little bit later. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And that's what we're doing right there with that. So for anybody who's kind of new, I know that maybe Mosh and the Beef might not have been here too much recently. Maybe even Starbuck might not have heard the whole spiel. I probably ought to make a short little, 5-minute YouTube video describing that, so I don't have to explain it the whole time that we have new people in. What else can we win with the tickets? Tell you what, guys, you can actually vote on what we win with the tickets. So if you come into the Darlantis Discord, you should be able to just type !Discord into the chat room. I'll do it for y'all right now. And in a moment, it should come up with the Discord to get into Darlantis for those of you that are new. And in the Darlantis Discord, which is what I'm running here, there should be a DeFi Kingdoms section and an there should be a giveaways section. And I've got some ideas for giveaways. A fresh new Gen 1 summoned from our Gen0s. I've got 4 Gen0s that you're welcome to mix and match a little bit. Some random number of loot items, things that you would get, you know, like milkweed and all that other kind of stuff, just normal loot that you'd get, but some random numbers of those. Some amount of crystal or jewel directly. J-Dub suggested pets and ready to hatch pets, and that's exactly what we've been doing the last 2 weekends, actually. Big Beta Joe suggested attunement crystals and stamina potions, which I thought was a great idea as well. And so anybody else who wants to throw in ideas for other things to win, those are the ideas that I have right now, and a few that a couple of other people have given me. But you're welcome to jump in here, throw in your ideas, we'll add them to the list. TuneFit says, which classes are your Gen 4 or your 4 Gen0s? Y'all will like it. I think y'all will appreciate this a lot. And that is because, let's reset this. I have, and let's go by gens. Here we go. Ascending. So we've got 2 Berserkers, a rare and a legendary Berserker, and a Seer. And then also a Pirate Priest. Right? So, if y'all want to take a look at some of those a little bit more carefully, I'm also happy to pair, if y'all have another Gen0 that you would prefer to pair with just one of mine, then I'm happy to do that kind of thing also. Otherwise, one of these Berserker Seers could be really good to get a Shapeshifter, and I know that right now Shapeshifters are all the rage. And I even have a link, is it here? With these 2, Remnella and Harsalt. So this would probably be, let me copy and paste this into the chat room. That's probably my best pair right there. So they've got, it's not great, it's not fantastic, but they've got, of course, the 14% chance for Shapeshifter, minor chance for a Paladin, pretty small. Mosh, you have a special word for something that's really small, like a, in fact, I think I remember hearing a video where you said you wanted it to become a normal word, right? Hang on one second here. Oh, I think we got it. All right. Let's see. Mosh odds. That's it. That's it. Mosh odds. So we got Mosh odds here of our Paladin. And I'm not sure where the Mosh odds cut off, but 0.06 sounds about right. So we've also got something in here, a little bit of Paladin for the subclass. We've got a pretty decent sized chance for gardening, which some people don't necessarily care for, but we also have a good chance for a wisdom boost, which is kind of nice there as well, right? Let's see, we also have some advanced abilities, a little bit, not a lot. Mosh odds on the active 1 advanced 4. We've got something similar in active 2, advanced 2, very small passive 1, advanced 2, and 17.5% for passive 2, advanced 3. So that's not too shabby. And then we have some Mosh odds for some of the other visuals. 0.88 for hairstyle. We've got a little bit for horns and 1.7% for head app, and I think that's probably it. A little bit for fallen angel stuff, and then a little bit for stats unknown as well. Yeah, but like I said, I'm happy to just use one of mine with a pair of one of y'all's, if you want to do that instead of pairing mine. And then the other ones, of course, that aren't on that page right there are Hero ID number 81 in Crystal Vale and Hero ID 1354 in Serendale. All right. Let's see. So what we were in the middle of doing a moment ago is, let me catch up in chat just to make sure that I'm not missing too much here. Absolutely, Rock, but won't none Crystal Heroes get the same level? Yeah, they will. And that's what I was kind of getting at earlier. What we don't know is how the stats will pass through. If there is some averaging of stats, then the crystals and stones would be technically accounted for, which I agree, Starbuck. I definitely agree if there is some amount of thing. However, I don't think that's going to be true, right? So I think what they've said, and of course things could change. I guess everything's in flux. We're still in like an alpha or beta version of something, right? But I think what they are saying here is that besides the few things they've listed with dark summoning, the fact that the cooldown period and the brother-sister combinations and the fact that you can summon with 0 summons and all that. So besides those things right there, everything else functions just the same. So I don't think that the stats really filter through much, if at all, unless of course you're doing something with a lot of the tiers. Once you've got a level 10 hero or level 20 hero or level 30 hero, and some of those tiers start to mean that some of the stats trickle down through, right? Otherwise, I don't think the stats do. It would be great if they can give some extra bonus for, but I think the team might say, don't burn them if you have spent that much on hero. Right, and that's something that I was talking about a little earlier, is I think that really makes it a lot more, you've got to put a lot more thought into, do I really want to burn this hero? And that might give, but then again, for people that have a whole lot of heroes where they've put a lot of value into them, it might mean that they're just not going to be as motivated to do a lot of dark summoning. So, if Grady, for example, doesn't burn 300 of their heroes because they've used so much stones and crystals that they feel it's not worth dark summoning with that, do we care about having that many other hundreds of heroes still in circulation, or would we rather those things get burned? And then if we do want those things burned, what type of compensation for those people who have added a bunch of stones and crystals, what would we think about giving? I'm fine either way myself, but there's a part of me that would rather give a little bit of compensation if it meant to burn the heroes. Maybe even just not give too much, but a little bit, kind of meet in the middle, half ground. Starbuck says that would be a great idea if they gave higher base stats for new heroes burned. Absolutely, I kind of agree with that. Then we had our big thing there. Let's see, Mosh, right on, love it. Gotta run, pick up my kids. Yep, absolutely. Happy Dark Summoning! Yay! Or happy Halloween, and can't wait for Dark Summoning. Let's see. It's a nice pirate, bet you make a lot of miners with it. Yeah, that is a decent pirate. I have made a few miners with it. Do you think Gen0 prices are reasonable right now? Lucas says, welcome in, Jokamech. How are you doing today? So, are Gen0 prices reasonable right now? I would say maybe so. Let's do a quick search of heroes in the tavern and looking at Gen0s and search. So we're looking at something, maybe cost is not in there. Oh, it is in there. Maybe we can get rid of a couple of these things here. Okay, so Gen0's cost 11,000, 12,000. Those are all for rares. We've only got a first legendary at 16,000. I don't know. I would say not too shabby for that stuff. I know I've bought heroes for less, or Gen0s for less, but then also the crystal value was more dollar value at the time. So I ended up spending closer to between $5,000 and $10,000 for the Gen0s that I have, I think. Let's see what we've got now. So if we are looking at 12,000 crystal times, what are we looking at for crystal at the moment? Crystal looks like it's going down a little bit, huh? Crystal's at 27 cents right now? Oh, wow. I think it might have come up a little bit. Times 0.27. So we're looking at $3,000. Yeah, so that's, I would say that's pretty decent as far as price goes for a Gen0. I personally would like to see them come down a little bit more, but I know that's not going to be a popular sentiment. Everybody who's bought Gen0s for $10,000 or $20,000 certainly does not like to see their asset go down in value. Djokovic says, how are we going to pick Dark Summoned hero stats after they inherit the higher level? How are we going to pick the Dark Summoned hero stats? Oh, so they're not going to inherit the level immediately. It's just they're going to have enough experience to get up to that level. So you will be able to, like if they're supposed to be, if you summon 2 level 5s together, you'll have enough. The new hero that's Dark Summoned will be a level 1 to start off with, but it will have enough experience to get up to level 5 right away, is my understanding. And then you can send them to the meditation 5 times to level them up 5 times with your own stats and your own crystals and all that other kind of stuff that you would want to have there, right? Yeah, and that's what Darrow Evil says. You'll have enough XP, you have to level them up in the mid. Yeah, that's it. Yep. I think the floor is about 3,000 for those. Yes, it is for the Gen0s. Because you don't have to wait to level up. That's right. You can use crystals. Absolutely. When leveling, to summons level. That's right. So you will be able, again, when you're dark summoning, it's only for dark summoning, right? But when you're dark summoning 2 level 5s, then you immediately burn those 2 level 5s. You get a new hero that starts off to be level 1, is probably how it's going to work. But it will have enough experience that you can send it to the meditation center the 4 times it needs to go from level 1 to level 2, to level 3, 4, and then 5 right away. You'll still need to spend the crystal to level it up. You'll still need to spend the crystals to level it up. And whatever else that you're going to need to try to put in there, I guess. But then you'll have your level 5 at the end. If you've got heroes with different levels, a level 5 and a level 7, then of course there is an average. The average is also rounded down as well. Yep, absolutely. Hey guys, give me 1 minute here real quick, or actually 2 minutes. I need to check on something real quick. I will be right back. Let's leave y'all with this, perhaps. And we're back. Let's see here. Get all set back up. All right, so what we're doing is we're looking for heroes to send into the Fight Club right now. Let me get this microphone fixed up. There we go. Let's see. So I think for me, I'm going to come over here and am I logged in? I guess I'm logged in. I'm going to go ahead and upvote this. I think I'm for it. Just because if we can reward, I think that makes the heroes a little bit more valuable, even if the player themselves, so even if somebody levels up a hero with a stone and some other crystals and whatever and then sells that, I think it ultimately makes that hero a little bit more valuable to be sold, right? It also means that that more people might add stones and crystals when they're leveling up and when they're summoning, because those things won't be wasted. Imagine what would also happen if we were leveling up heroes and we realized that, you know, this might be a hero we want to dark summons, and so we're gonna not, and so maybe less heroes will be applied, will have stones and crystals applied to them, right? Maybe that's what we want. I don't know. Maybe it would make stones and crystals more or end up being cheaper because we would have so many of them and not as many people would be using them for as many heroes. But I think ultimately we probably want to have a bigger selection of more interesting heroes. And if that means rewarding some people a little bit more, or even if those things are put on the market, they're going to be scooped up a little bit more, or maybe people that are looking for certain heroes on the market will find those heroes more valuable, scoop those up a little bit quicker. And then of course, when you're dark summoning and you're burning heroes, then it's much more likely that you'll burn more heroes if you are able to convert all of that value that you've spent for stones and crystals into the newly summoned hero. And I do think that if they want dark summoning to behave the way that they would like it to behave, in other words, it's a really good hero sync and burning a bunch of heroes, that if they really wanted to burn a bunch of heroes, the best way to do it is to incentivize it maybe a little bit more, the other stuff there, right? Josh Sloan says, this is interesting. I'd like to hear more from the team regarding this. I too use stones and crystals every time I summon or level. Would be amazing if we could somehow be rewarded via airdrop, via stones and crystals, or enhanced gross scores, or blessing to the crystal stats were used to the Gaia tiers. Thanks for all the hard work. I think something like this sounds good too. My personal preference would be that any reward is actually something that gets added to the hero itself. So that way the value could either be included in the next sale of the hero, or it would be burned or diminished if that hero was used in another Dark Summons. Let's see. And in a diminishing way. There we go. Maybe something like that. So that way, maybe something would be added to the hero specifically. Like, I don't really like this thing here, like given via airdrop that's outside of the hero itself. I'd much rather see any type of bonus getting added directly to the newly summoned hero. So then that added value that was originally given into the hero, right? So those stones that were used and those crystals were used were put into that hero. And I would not like to see a way to get the value out of the hero. But instead, it stays in with the hero and then probably in a diminishing way. So if you keep taking this hero and dark summoning and dark summoning and dark summoning with its prodigy, dark summoning with its prodigy, dark summoning with its one, then you get, 50, 75% of that value is passed along to the children each time, right? And again, as somebody else said in chat before, not doing that could be okay also, but it does mean that we're going to have less heroes burned, right? Crypto Grady in the house. Hey, how are you doing, Crypto Grady? Welcome on in. Crypto Grady says, nice, he's on my AMA. Absolutely. What about like PJ and one time plus stats? Yeah, so something like this, right? Where I think it might be good to have maybe a bonus in stat points or something. I don't know about transferring Perilous Journey or not. I think the Perilous Journey heroes that went on the first Perilous Journey we had, or maybe even each Perilous Journey that we might have in the future, maybe there's a specific tag or medal. Like I can imagine something like this. Military medals. And imagine that your hero has something like this pinned on them, right? Where you've got all of these different medals for things, Army Distinguished Service Cross or Purple Heart or Silver Star or whatever is kind of pinned onto your hero or a different tag, where it's not just the same symbol, but it's a different looking symbol for every one of these different burn quests that they might go through. And I don't think dark summoning would be included in that, but other types of perilous journeys where they get a bonus for just having gone through or risking that thing. That's what I would kind of like to see Perilous Journey stuff turn into. And what I can imagine is seeing somebody like this, right? Just imagine that something like this is your Perilous Journey hero. After you get to be a little older, you're all decorated with everything out, right? This guy survived through all of this stuff, right? That's what I could imagine right there. Let's see. Beeve says, what about what? Yes. So CryptoGrady says, I just hope they can do something on this. As of now, it sounds like a waste. It could be, CryptoGrady, but we were talking in chat a little while earlier also that it just makes it more difficult for you. You know, sometimes you say it's a no-brainer. You know, when you have this option and this option, it's a no-brainer. Well, now maybe it does make it a little bit more of a thoughtful process where you've got to decide, do I really want to burn that hero? It's not so much a no-brainer anymore. You've got to put some thought into it, right? Maybe some of those we don't want to burn. But personally, after a little bit more thought, I do think we want to burn. The whole purpose of dark summoning is burning a lot of heroes. So I think that rather than deterring or slowing down the burn process, we probably want to keep burn process in full swing, which means I think rewards would probably be the way to go. Yeah. Let's see. Sergeant says, I'm Grady, you're Grady, we're all Grady. Oh my goodness. Yes. If we all could be. That's right. I would maybe save my higher level heroes, absolutely, which means they wouldn't necessarily get burned. And although, you know, how many, I'd be curious, CryptoGrady, how many of them would you actually save behind, right? Would that be a lot? Or, I don't know. But I do see that we've got a little bit of support for your thing here. It looks like 10 votes right now. Guys, if y'all need a link to this, let me drop a link in there. So y'all can go and vote on that if you haven't already. Yeah, 10 votes already. I think a lot of us are interested in that right now. So we've got some people here in chat. I know that we had a tragedy over there in Seoul, in Korea today. It's very sad. But it looks like Wednesday is going to be our day for the event, right? New features and slotted for this week will be on our standard release day for Wednesday. So we're planning to have Dark Summons on that Wednesday. It's in 2 days, guys. Have y'all already figured out how you're going to do your summons? Which heroes you're going to burn and which heroes you are not going to burn? CryptoGrady says, what happened in Korea? So yeah, there was a stampede and 150 people died, mostly young adults who were in this Halloween parade. It was very sad. So let's just spell all that right here. So yeah, 150 killed in the Halloween parade. Let's see if I can find a quick story about it. Young dreams extinguished, so on. More than 100 of those killed in Capitol were in their 20s. Yep. 154 people who died in that, and another 100-something were injured. Like another 160 were injured. It's pretty bad. Very sad stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, they're pushing back the Chaos Cast podcast until Friday. They're pushing back the AMA until Friday. So those things got pushed back. And then But they are still having the Dark Summoning release planned for their normal release on Wednesday, right? Standard Wednesday release cycle. Yeah. 2 American college students also. Yikes. Yeah. Beef says, I'm eating. Just emoji for 10 minutes. There is in 10 minutes, yes. There's another giveaway in 10 more minutes. So I bet if you were to speak out loud now, it would probably hold over for those 10 minutes. I think the giveaway stuff keeps track of what you're doing for 15 minutes. So those will probably hold over. So anyway, looks like we're looking at Dark Summoning on Wednesday, and right at this very moment, I'm trying to get a collection of heroes together for Fight Club this weekend, guys. We got Fight Club this weekend, actually starting on Thursday, really. So I'm trying to find a level 4 to take in, and I've got a question for anybody who's might be a little bit more skilled at this. That is, I've got this hero right here. Hero ID 10433, Crystal Veil hero. It's got a health of 254, but I can't understand why it has 254. I think it should have 284. And the reason is because if we look at those heroes, we look at attributes, we look, oops, not attributes, basic. Level 4s, maximum, apply, level descending. We should see here that 10433 is the hero. So this one right here, 10433, has a 273 health. Plus a 10 endurance, right? And supposedly, according to Fight Club, and game information, health should be the DeFi Kingdom health plus endurance, which should be 273 plus 10, right? So why is it saying 254? I don't know. It doesn't update your level up. It doesn't update your level up live. My level up. You might need to update the Fight Club. How do I do that? I'm just looking at, I just loaded these heroes in here. Oh, it only snapshots the heroes occasionally. Gotcha. Gotcha. So it's possible that, but look how old this hero is. It's a level 4 that's already 2/3 through the next level up. So how old was that? Oh, dude, choose team again. Oh, I see. We've actually got to go in there and choose the team again. I get you. I get it now. So it snapshots the last time that we were here in the Fight Club Discord stuff, and if you tried resetting your lineup, yep, that is looking like it. So instead, what we might need to do is like view wallet heroes maybe, and then we can paste our is that not right? Is there something different with wallet? Let's just do that. And then we can go forward. Does that do a new update? So then if we were to go and do something like hero, view hero, with the hero ID, Let's just see if that works. $254. No. So that's not going to do it. I'm actually going to have to choose the team again. So let's go ahead and do that. Choose team. And then stick in the hero ID there. Position, front. And now let's see, backspace over all that. And then I should be able to do hero or view hero with that ID. It's still showing 254. But maybe I need to wait a little bit for that. So yeah, it sounds like it's something that I need to do. I just need to update my stuff. So thanks a lot, Crypto Grady. We'll give it a little bit of time to update stuff in the background, but it makes sense that it took a snapshot of the last time I was doing stuff, and have leveled up quite a bit since then, over the last month. So that's fine. I'm cool with that. Two noobs. Hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? Beeve says, I'm eating a juicy burger. Oh, wow. I'm eating just emojis for 10 minutes. Let's see here. Grady says, well, yeah, we'll be keeping a lot more heroes. Absolutely. So yeah, so Dark Summoning is on Wednesday, Grady. Yes, that is right. Dark Summoning on Wednesday. So as far as my 4 heroes go, oops, not that page. This page here. I'm sorry, not my 4 heroes, my level 4 heroes. I'm thinking about one of these, and personally, I'm thinking that this pirate still might be the best one for my level 4. So we got 289 health. We got Cannon Barrage with Curse, with the Seer and Pirate. Crypto Grady says, love it! Dark Summoning Wednesday official! Yes, indeed. That is so nice. Sir Mir, welcome on in. We're going to be doing our giveaway in about 4 minutes. Ah, Grady reminds me, the element chart on Fight Club also is something that we want to look at too. That is true. So the elements, in fact, how can I see that quickly? If we come back to game information, do they have something there? How turns work, how to set up your account. There is something about the elements too, but it's not here in this thing. So where are we going to see it? Are we going to see it here? I don't see it there. But I do remember seeing somewhere that the elements that your heroes are on also do some certain things to it. And I forget now where that is, that we can see that. Is it that one? I don't think so either. Let's just check up in here real quick. Or, here we go. Nope, that's not it. And maybe feedback? I doubt it's going to be in feedback. But there is something somewhere. Is it a command that we could use to see something? Like glossary? Oh, the glossary maybe? Maybe it's glossary. And then we could do something like glossary. something else. Elements. Is that true? No. I'm doing it wrong. Let's see. Look up game information. Look up. And what do you want to look up? Something like elements? Can we do that? There we go. That's it right there. Awesome. So we just used /glossary, lookup, and then elements here in the DFK Fight Club stuff. And we can see here that based on the elements that the cards have, they're either going to get pluses or minuses to things like HP, damage, charge, speed, that kind of thing. And I had forgotten about that too. So when you're trying to pick a really good card, which I'm not getting into it that much, but some people I'm sure will get into it quite a bit, then that's also going to raise this stuff. So if we look at hero ID 12716, and we see what's going on with that one. Let's refresh this page here. Maybe. There we go. Oops. Heroes. 12716. Then we can see here that we've got an ice element. And so when we come over here to this and look at ice specifically, there's water, there's ice, then we should have a 10% HP bonus, and that's what helps give us the extra 289 that we need there. Whereas this one, the 10433, 10433, apply. We see this one has a lightning, and the lightning is going to give a minus 10% HP, right? So that's where that comes into play. That does give us a little bit more speed, but not health. So I'm really thinking that this will be our level 4 hero that we take in to combat with us right here. A pirate seer sounds good. 289 health. Looks like a decent amount of damage, some speed, although not a lot. Looks like a little bit less than those, and a little bit lower charge. So there's going to be our level 4 right there. And how else should we split this up? We can have a total of 8. So I could have a level 3 and a level 1, or 2 level 2s. And I'm going to think that maybe 2 level 2s are going to be the way to go right in there. Well, let's see. Thanks, Grady, for your help on that. All of your little input here helped me to get the right thing. Zabu says, also cleared up some misunderstanding. I and she had it first. The extra cost of summoning that gives boosts are not costs or lost on offspring. Onion said the cost should be Crystal and Gaia's for boosts. Yep. I heard that Dark Summoning will have a Gen 0 raffles for it also. Yes, it will, 2 noobs. So Dark Summoning will give you probably a little bit higher than normal summonings for raffles. So we want to be doing the things that are going to give us raffles for Gen 0s is going to be Sea Jewel. And I think that holding Sea Jewel gives you, or the more Seal Jewel you have, it gives the most bonus of anything. I don't want to say that for sure, but that's my understanding. So holding Sea Jewel is definitely going to be something in the new Jeweler 2.0 once that comes out very soon. In the meantime, normal summoning is going to get you raffle tickets. Dark summoning will get you raffle tickets. Duels will get you raffle tickets. I mean, not, yeah, for the Gen Zeros. And then the duels get you dual raffle tickets. And if you're spending those tickets in the marketplace for the dual raffles, then that also gets you raffles for the Gen Zeros, right? So lots of different ways to get into a bunch of different raffles for Gen Zeros. Think there's a chance of a perilous journey for Serendale 2.0? No, I do not. I think the AMAs have been pretty straightforward. I think they even in one of the AMAs, they answered that directly and just said that there wasn't going to be a perilous journey like we've seen before. And then their main answer was because Serendale isn't, almost the quote was, Serendale isn't a new place, it's just a relaunch of the original Serendale. Personally, I feel that they lost out on a huge bit of potential story lore. They could have said, you know how we have Amsterdam and New Amsterdam, we have York and New York and all this stuff? I think personally they should have had Serendale like a major global, catastrophe happened on old Serendale, right? And it was abandoned. Kind of think of like a volcano erupting and like a Mount Vesuvius or something like that, and wiping out the population. And now all that's left there is a small little outpost. Or maybe there was some other type of major hurricane or some other massive natural disaster that just tore up old Serendale. And so everyone fled, right? We all fled to this new place, but we loved Serendale so much, we named this new place New Serendale. Just like New York, New Amsterdam, all that kind of stuff. And I thought that would make a better lore than just having it name the same thing. But this is fine too. Let's see. Djokovic says, isn't the Harmony Serendale exactly what you were saying? The NPCs say they all abandon Harmony. Kind of, except the thing is that they're not calling the Serendale on the Clayton blockchain, they're not calling it New Serendale. They're just calling it Serendale. And I think it would be better to call it New Serendale and keep the outpost called Serendale or the original Serendale. And then you got New Serendale. Maybe that would be too confusing for too many people. I don't know. And Serendale 2.0, I think they are now calling that the Serendale relaunch. So I am trying not to call it Serendale 2.0 anymore after the last AMA. They're saying the relaunch of Serendale. It now moves to South Korea. It's more awesome world of esports. Absolutely, two noobs. I do think that we're going to see a lot more esports and probably a lot more players in that space too. Grady says, you should add an AMA. Oh, Grady, not at this point, I think. I think that, I think they've already made their lore. I just think they missed out on that opportunity. But it's fine. I'm sure we will forget about original Serendale all in good time. It will be lost to the mythos. Let's see. Umfreak says, since you choose 6, only have 3 active on your team, does the level of your benched heroes contribute to the max level? No, it does not. So, Umfreak, your 3 heroes that you take in, you can have any number, or you can have any combination of anything in your 6 hero entire team. You just have to make sure that any of them that you're taking into battle at any particular time does not go over the total level of 8. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this level 4, and then let's choose two different level 2s right here. 2 different level 2s. Friendly reminder, don't forget to drop a like to this video. Nobel reminds us. Thanks a lot, Nobel. Really appreciate that. Oh, guess what time it is, too? It is 5:39. Let's go ahead and do our giveaway. Last giveaway of the day, folks. The winner of the pet last weekend was Crypto Monete. Crypto Monete won a pet from the weekend drawings from all this stuff. Let's go ahead and grab these names. If you are hearing the sound of my voice, at least say hello in chat. Let's go, Beeve says. Starbuck is here in chat. Crypto Grady is here in chat. Nice. Everybody's coming out of the woodwork here. I love it. All the lurkers. Darrow Evil. Toonfed. Mystical Meows is back in here. Everybody is good. Jokomich. Nice. Anybody else? I'll give y'all another 30 seconds. We got so many people in here. And we are running a little bit late. So I'll give anyone just another moment or two to get tuned in here. Mookie, there's Mookie. Sardo Fritz, even still here lurking in the background. Look at all these people lurking in the background. It's amazing. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us today. All right. Let's grab all these names, all these beautiful DFK player names, and pull these over to the wheel. We're not going to be doing a rollover now. This is the last roll for the day, so no rollovers. Here's who I've got in my name list. We've got 2 noobs. We've got 7T1 Mookie. We've got Crypto Grady, Dare O Evil, Jokomich, Nobel, Mystical Meow, Sardo Fritz, Sir Mir, Starbuck, The Beeve, DFK. We've got Toonfed, Umar L, Umfreak, and Zabu. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing anybody? You've had plenty of time. I think we're ready to lock in those names. All right, they're locked. Let's do a paste, paste, paste. One more. Make nice small little pie charts here. I think that's nice. Makes it a lot more exciting near the end when the wheel gets really slow and you're like, oh, who's it gonna be? All right, let's do this. Good luck, fam. Sergeant Filthy McNasty is lurking. Glad that you're here, Sergeant. Let's spin this wheel. Good luck. Drum roll. And the winner is, oh, Starbuck. Nice. Woohoo. Look at that. Very good. Starbuck. Congratulations. I think this is probably your first win on this. Let's pull you over here and add your name. Starbuck. 1 ticket added. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So Crypto Grady, you won a couple tickets, by the way. I don't even think you knew about that, for commenting on a video the other day. So yeah, some people are getting, oh, and maybe I should say that now. So a few people, these people right over here, Umfreak, Christian Peter, Big Meta Joe, Crypto Grady, All Things DFK, and The Beeve, they won a couple of extra tickets just for commenting on some of my previous YouTube videos. So if y'all want to do the same thing as well, you might come over here. Let's open up a new thing. Go to my channel. I think you can just type !YouTube if you want to. I think you can get there that way. And go to my channel under videos. And what I'm going to be doing all this week, you see I'm putting out videos every day, right? So just come over here and comment on those. And what I'm going to do on Saturday when we are doing our next drawing, I'm going to click on one of these videos, or we're going to spin the wheel to see how many days back to go. And it's going to be anywhere between 1 and 5 days, or 1 and 6 days, that we're going to go back and we're going to look. So if we spin a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5, we'll go back to the day and we'll see, all right, who commented on this video? And we're going to take all these names and they are going to get a chance to win 2 more tickets. I know sometimes Crypto Grady likes to respond multiple times. Let me find one of those videos as an example. I love it. Look at this. Crypto Grady 1 comment, 2 comments, 3 comments. That's amazing. Thank you, Crypto Grady. But if you are commenting multiple times, I do love that. YouTube algorithms love that kind of stuff too, but it's not going to get y'all additional entries to the tickets. So what I would do is I would collect everybody's name, and each name would only have a chance to win 2 additional tickets 1 time through that extra spin, right? I don't want to make all this too complicated, so I'm probably going to make a little 5-minute YouTube video that explains all this stuff too. But the idea is to get y'all to engage a little bit more with some of these videos. Look at this. This video that I put out only has 7 likes, right? And YouTube likes to share content with more people interacting with stuff. So, you know, just coming in here and interacting with all this stuff is really good. I need to come back through here and reply to everybody's comments as well, which I have not been very good at either, I will admit. But I do hope to get in here and reply, give a short reply to everybody's comments in there as well. So anyway, thought I'd mention that here at the end of the stream as well. We still got about 15 more minutes on this stream, so we're not ending quite yet, but I thought I would explain a little bit more of how to get those tickets to everybody. And then the final thing, I guess, that I'll mention to Starbuck and the rest, if you've not been doing my giveaway stuff for too long, we kind of keep a little track here of who has what tickets that have just recently won, or maybe I don't have y'all's wallet addresses yet. I should be giving you out these rewards tickets right here, these NFTs, and be handing these over to you during the week, and then you just redeem these next weekend for the raffle stuff that you have. Some people have suggested that one thing they might prefer to do is just keep the stuff here, so I don't need to send them tickets, and then they don't need to send them back to me on Saturday. So that's another possibility of something that we're doing here. But if you want those NFTs, I do usually send them out after the streams, if I can get around to it. So just send me your wallet addresses, and I will send out those tickets to y'all. Some of you have already sent tickets. Mystical Meows, I've sent out yours. Nobel, I've sent out yours for a few days ago, but I still owe you 3. And we'll just work that stuff out this week. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. DFK tickets, LPs, yeah. One thing, Sergeant, one thing I plan to do, you know, this ticket that I've got right here, this play to earn reward ticket, is something that I came up when I was doing sandbox stuff last year. So this is on the Polygon network, and it's on a different account of mine that I set up a long time ago. But what I'm looking to do right now is I'm looking at code. Let's see, where do we have some of this stuff up here? I'm looking at code right here to start to create a Rock 808 rewards ticket on the DFK blockchain. So this will be a new token on the DFK blockchain for Rock 808 rewards. And hopefully we're going to be able to get it into the game just like Honk token is in the game as well, right? So if y'all go into the marketplace, and I think most of y'all know about this already, right? If y'all go into the marketplace and look into the trader, you should be able to look up Honk as an example. If it's not in your stuff already, you can get the address from, let's see, Honk, Team Goose, and into Honk contracts, and the Honk token right there, and select that thing, and paste that wallet or paste that contract address in here, import that Honk token, and as y'all can see, I already own 20 Honk tokens right here, right? So I plan to do the very similar thing to the Rock 808 rewards tokens, so y'all could later even create an LP, right? You could even have a liquidity pool if you wanted, or as TuneFed is saying, win Honk Rock instead of Ice Garden. Oh no. Exactly right. Yeah. So Crypto Meme is helping me a little bit, or passed me some documentation on the coding of some stuff, and so I'm going to be creating my own very first Solidity contracts, and eventually I plan to even make a mini game that we're going to use some of those raffle tickets, and you won't need me as a middleman. I will be able to put your, or when we do these spins, those tokens will automatically be able to be sent to you much more automatically than me having to manually keep track and manually send stuff. Plus, it's going to be on the DFK blockchain, which I'd much rather have. And I'm hoping that that would not only show up in the trader, like we have honk tokens, but I would love to get it integrated into the inventory. So you see like a Rock 808, instead of the raffle tickets that you see in here for like the duels raffle, you'd see like an 808 raffle type of ticket in here for reward stuff that I'm doing, which I think would be amazingly cool. Right, so that's the goal and what I'm kind of working towards. And we're going to spend a little bit of time in some of the upcoming streams where we're learning how to program for DFK blockchain, and hopefully one of my main goals is to teach some of y'all how to do a little bit of programming for DFK and blockchain programming as well. And I would like for us so I plan to do something on my own, but I'd like for us as a community to maybe work on something and help y'all, that would kind of help y'all learn, but you're not out there on your own doing some programming. And then of course, hopefully we will inspire some of y'all to do your own programming out on your own, and where y'all might be creating new little mini games. And eventually what I'm really hoping for is that we would have a small army of new little programmers that are going to be programming third-party games on the DFK blockchain, making all of our heroes and NFTs a lot more, or give them a lot more utility. That is my goal. Yeah. So I think that's going to be cool. I think it's going to be cool. We are making a little bit of progress. We're learning some stuff every day. Let's see here. Anything else at the end of the day? Two Noob says, thanks so much. Warm streaming. Yes, absolutely. I'm glad that you are enjoying it. Zabu says, phew. Luckily, nothing in the tavern that speaks to me. I really need to stop looking as far as buying heroes. Yeah. Yep, absolutely there. Okay, guys. We've got another about 9 minutes or so for the last few minutes of this stream. What should we be doing with our... Oh, I remember. We need to look up heroes. We're trying to find 2 more heroes to get in on the Fight Club. Let me go ahead and paste this tweet one more time. If y'all are not looking into if y'all have not started looking into the Fight Club yet, definitely check out Bogside Chat's tweet recently. Here's how you can sign up for the Fight Club. It's a lot of fun. I really would like y'all to at least look at it a little bit. Tournament's coming up on Thursday. If you want to support DFK, if for no other reason, even if you don't think you're going to win, just at least consider getting in there and supporting one of our very own group of developers here in DeFi Kingdoms. And let's just, you know, make their event a success by filling out all 64 seats. I think the last I saw, there was about 21 seats filled. So let's see if we can fill out their 64 seats, even if you don't expect to win. And here on my stream, I'm going to be helping y'all choose some heroes as well. I'm not the best, but as you can see, we've got people like Grady in here, and Sergeant Filthy McNasty, and Starbuck, and Mosh, and a bunch of other amazing people who have done a lot more practice with some of this stuff. And they might be able to add a couple of ideas as well as heroes that might make a little bit more sense for us too. Love you too, Grady. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. If any of y'all are going to be streaming a little bit later today, do not forget to post that information here in my chat. I think most of y'all know by now that I am definitely someone who likes to promote everyone else's projects. And if y'all are going to be doing streaming a little bit later, I know we've got a few people that do some streaming in here. Sergeant, Grady, Mosh, Beeve, any of y'all. Maybe some other people too. Oh, let's see. Let's take a look at our in the last couple of minutes of the stream, let's take a look at our level 2 heroes. I think we're going to go for 2 level 2 heroes. Who are they going to be? Let's reset this. And let's go down and look at level 2s. Alright, apply. So I've got 5 level 2 heroes to pick from. And I remember that Posey, Amphibian, Montserrat, Fawn, Ingar are all specifically picked for Fight Club. And so one of the things that I liked was the Pirate, but we have already got a Pirate in there, so I don't think we need Posey anymore. The Warrior Wizard made good class, so maybe we'll select this one right here. 29-29-7 could be the next one. $29.29.7, is that right? Fawn, yep, that's correct. Crypto Grady says, I'm about to go live. Nice. So Crypto Grady, I'm wondering if we can, hey, and Nobel is off for the day. Nobel, thanks for being here. You're hanging out super late with us today too. Man, I feel bad for keeping you up so late. But thanks for being here. Have a good one. So, Crypto Grady, I want to try to do a, look at this. A YouTube live redirect is one thing that I've been looking at. I've forgotten how to do it since then, right? So I need to go and look and see how to actually do this again. But this is what I want to do to get people from our stream right now over into your stream doing this live redirect, right? Have you had a chance to look at this video yet to see how to do it? I've looked at it once a couple of weeks ago and I've forgotten. So how long is this video? It is... Why can't I see how long this video is?
YouTube live read.
It's only 5 minutes. So maybe we'll watch it right now and I'll see how to do that. So Grady, if you want to hang out with me just a little bit more and listen to this again, I think you might have to ensure that your account on YouTube is set up to allow other people to direct or send viewers into your stream. I think it's turned on by default, but let me drop you this link right here in case you want to watch it again. But let's go ahead and I'm going to watch this right now and we can see how to set it up. So if you want to tune into your YouTube channel, then let's go ahead and let's watch this video. I'm going to turn off the... I love to hear this little DFK background music, but for now, let's turn that off so we can hear a little bit more about what she's going to say here.
Redirects are here. A live redirect, like a Twitch raid, is the ability to send all of your live stream viewers to another video or channel. The party doesn't have to end when your live stream ends. When you stop your stream, then all of your viewers are automatically sent over to a video that you have chosen in advance, and they all just plop right into the stream's chat room. Here's what that looks like when it's done right. All right, we're gonna send 110 people over to Rory's Tech Troublemaker, and I'm ending the stream now. Thank you all so much for testing this with me, for having fun today. I'll see you over there. Bye.
So this is just a crazy thing. And wow, thank you LSP for rating my channel. So this is very cool.
Raids are now a viable feature. Live redirects are now a viable feature. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not perfect by any means, but they are worth using now. You see, before you could only raid your channel and that was a bit useless, but now you can raid a scheduled premiere, a current live stream, a scheduled live stream on either your own channel or anybody else's. Well, not anybody else's, we'll get to that. I'm gonna show you how to set it up for you to redirect to somebody else and also for you to accept raids from another channel. But first, let's address the elephant in the room. If you've ever spent time on a Twitch stream, you're likely familiar with a raid. And when I streamed there for about a year as a partner, it was one of my favorite features. It's just a really great way to create excitement and community bonding. Of course, we'd raid some larger channels, but really raiding the smaller channels was where the fun was. Helping them get additional exposure and attention and new viewers was always just a really fun community effort, and everybody could get behind it. People just friggin' loved it. And so when you compare YouTube live redirects with Twitch raids, it's essentially the same concept, but it's definitely not the same experience. YouTube is concerned, and I'm sure rightfully so, about troll raids or harassing raids. Why do the bad people have to ruin everything? So they lock down the ability to raid anyone, so you can only raid channels that have allowed you to redirect to them. This means that you either only redirect to people you're already friends with, or you plan in advance by asking a channel to allow you to redirect to them. Which, in my opinion, kills 90% of the fun of a raid. When a creator isn't expecting it, there's magic that happens. They're grateful, they're wowed, the smile that comes across their face is amazing. And even more, when you get that kind of reaction, the viewers are immediately connected to that new creator that they don't know. I've seen people cry. It's just such a beautiful thing.
I have
and
too.
It creates that know, like, and trust instantly, and it's really not like anything else. When a creator does expect it, it's still a cool experience, yes. It's still worth doing, yes. It's just not as magical, and it's harder to create that instant sense of, I've got to subscribe to this new creator. As a creator, you can set your channel up to allow redirects
So here we go.
from anyone
How do we allow
who
that?
subscribes to you, so that in theory opens it up a bit more. To set your channel up to allow other channels to redirect to you, you're going to go into your YouTube Studio. Click
YouTube
Settings
Studio.
at the bottom left, then go into the Community tab. You can paste in the channel URL of any channel that you want to be able to redirect to you. Pro tip, I have noticed that if you have the C/ or user/ in the URL, it actually won't find it, so you'll need to remove that. So you can manually add as many channels as you want here, or you can click the button below it that says allow live redirects from channels I subscribe to. That should open that up so anybody you subscribe to can redirect to you. If this option is grayed out, that means your channel subscriptions are private and you'll need to make them public. Now let's talk about what it takes for you to redirect to somebody else. At the top of your YouTube Studio, click the Create button and then Go Live. Click Manage on the left-hand side. If you don't have a live stream already scheduled, then you're going to want to schedule that stream. Fill in your title, your description, go through the process as you normally do. And when you get to the Customization tab, scroll down to get to the Redirect section. Click Add. And now you are going to be able to see your videos, but more likely you're going to want to click over to other channels. Now here you will only see channels that have allowed you to redirect to them that have a scheduled live stream, premiere, or are currently live. One way I think YouTube could open up the sense of fun
That's gonna
with
be
the
interesting.
redirects is with notifications.
That
So
is a little
let's
bit
say
more challenging to
we're
do
live
here.
And my moderators or my chat room viewers,
It's easier to do on
find
Twitch.
a random channel that they want to raid after I'm done. This is a team effort sometimes, and it can be really fun that way. So we set it up while we're live to redirect to them, and YouTube sends a notification to that channel in their chat room, allowing them to say yes or no to the raid. That would give us the best of both worlds with the element of surprise and also the control on the creator's side to allow it or not. Now, there are definitely things you do not want to do, and there are things that you absolutely want to include when you're doing a redirect or accepting a redirect from another channel. All the best practices, do's and don'ts, mistakes not to make are in this video, so go check that out. It's a must watch. I'll see you there.
Awesome. Awesome. So It sounds like we might not be able to do it today on this stream that we have right here. Maybe. I'm going to see if I can get into my YouTube studio. And Grady, have you started your live stream yet or not? Are you doing your own thing yet? Or are you still waiting? Let's see. If I go back to my YouTube studio, on another screen, I'm going to do that over there first. And let's go into studio. And then I'm going to go under settings. And community. I can see live redirects. This option is disabled if your channel has specific things here. Say, I can't find the community tab. So let me show you, Crypto Grady. I found it on mine. Let's close this. So here is my YouTube studio. And there is a settings tab down here. You can come under settings. And then under settings is community. And then that should show moderators, approved users, hidden users. Then here we have our live redirects. And so what I've set up here, and maybe YouTube has done something a little bit different. I've selected all channels can redirect to my content. And then that way, you or anybody else should be able to redirect y'all's channels into me. Just make sure that yours is set up the same way. And then that way, all of us can redirect into you as well. And I think that that's going to be the only thing that we need to do these days. I don't think we need to do anything else. Then go ahead and save it. And I think you're going to be done. Right? Does that make sense? And then when I want to raid you, I think what's going to need to happen, since you didn't already set up a scheduled thing necessarily, a scheduled presentation, then I'm going to have to wait until you actually go live. And then I should probably be able to see you from that point. You're saying all channels I subscribe to can redirect. Perfect. Awesome. So now I think the only thing that needs to happen is when you go live, I can redirect into you. And let me double check how to actually do that again. Let me back up here just a moment.
To redirect to you, you're going to go into your YouTube studio. Click settings at the bottom left.
We already got that
you
part.
have the C slide.
We already got that part.
That says allow.
Yep.
Grayed out. That means your channel subscriptions are private and you'll need to.
You can add a moderator.
Now let's talk about what it takes for you to redirect to somebody else.
So this is what I need to.
At the top of your YouTube studio, click the create button and then
create,
go live. Click manage on the left
hand
side.
Manage. That's what I need. So I should be live right now. I should be able to get into my studio dashboard. Is there a manage that I can get to here? See if I can manage this. Let's see. Who wants to be a moderator? Zabu would probably make a good moderator. I would say people in the community that you might trust. But something else that I would say is, rather than getting overly filled with moderators, and something else that I would say, Crypto Grady, that you might consider doing, some people might get their feelings hurt if they don't get to be moderators. So rather than you randomly picking people, which might seem like you're choosing favorites, and some people might not particularly like that too much, maybe, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't matter as long as we're all adults. But some people might seem to get their feelings hurt. It's been my experience over the year of streaming that I've been doing. And so oftentimes what I would do is I would put that up to a vote for the community. I would say, hey, we need to have 2 moderators, and I would suggest having 2 moderators in case one of them isn't there at the time. And then if you put it up to a vote, then and say, hey, the top 2 people, like the top 2 people that are voted on are going to be the ones. And I think you know how to do a vote in YouTube, right? Or a poll. You can set up a poll in YouTube where people can vote, and then the top 2 people that are voted on could be the moderator. And maybe it would be a vote over like 2 days, even perhaps. And then that way, it's not just up to everybody in one single stream. Of course, you're welcome to do it however you want, but that's what I found is a little bit better. Leave it up to the community to vote on who they think would be the best moderator. All right, let's see. I'm trying to manage this thing right here because I want to try to send all of y'all over to Crypto Grady's stream when he gets set up. So how do I do that? Content, maybe? Playlists? Let me come at dashboard. I am live right now, so how do I manage this once I'm already live? Let's see, tools. No, that's not going to be it. It's going to be something here on YouTube. Let's see, customization, maybe customization. Nope. Settings. I'm not seeing the manage here. Trust is something that is built, and Zabu has mine, Starbucks says. Yeah, Zabu's been around for a while. Yeah, it's also good to have a moderator that can be around a lot also. So I think the first like moderator or 2 that Nobel has been a moderator of mine for an amazing long time. Nobel was one of the first people that started watching me stream, and I really trust him. But I think I tried 1 or 2 other moderators as well, because it is good to have a couple just in case someone isn't around at the time. But I found that you know, if you've got some people that aren't here very much, then that could be a little problematic as well. Definitely they have to have time. And maybe even different times of the day, depending on when you're going to be streaming a lot. Sabu did a video today? Sabu, did you do a video today? Really? Drop a link. If you did, drop a link in chat here, because I definitely want to check that out. And I think that most of us probably want to check that out. Sabu says, came to DFK to DGen, stayed for the community. It happens like that a lot, doesn't it? I've noticed that too. It definitely seems to be that way. I came to DFK for the APRs, and I stayed for the community. Of course, that was the same way with Sandbox as well. I came to Sandbox for the APRs, and I stayed for the community. There was a couple of other games that I had joined over the years, and I went in for the potential fun, but then stayed mostly because the communities were really good in those games. I think it's been a lot of how work has gone for me too as well. In some companies that I've worked for, I went in, of course, for the paycheck, but the group of friends that I made at that company really helped me to stick around. And then I remember some companies where the group of people had changed over the couple of years that I was there. And then suddenly that job was not as fun anymore, specifically because of the people that weren't there anymore. The people that were there were not as friendly anymore. And just having that change in coworkers caused me to not like that job anymore. So much so that I didn't even care about the pay, and I'd rather leave the job and the pay and go find something else than to stay around that more toxic, community. Toxic might not be the right word, but just not as friendly. And it was something that I didn't really care for too much. So I don't think that you need a channel link. You might, but I think what I've done, Crypto Grady, is I think you can just type somebody's name in here, right? So I could type in something like ZAB or something like that. And then it starts to pull up those names down in here. Right? Of course, you could put a channel link as well. So if we wanted to put like Starbucks or something like that. There are lots of Starbucks in there, so I guess we would have to find the one that we were specifically looking for, right? That might be a little bit more challenging, perhaps. So in that particular case, maybe we would need a channel link or something for that. Also, though, here's something else that you could do, Grady. If you right-click, once you start your stream, let's come over here to Starbucks as an example. And if I click on their little name right here, which I can't do right there at the moment, but let's come over to my live stream here. Let's close this out. And if you go over to your channel, and if you look at your live video that's playing right now, oops, let's turn that down. So if you look at your live video that you're playing right now, and you go and look at the chat, then over here on the side, there should be little dots. And if you click on the little dots, you can see add moderator. Right? So you can add people as moderators just from the little dots on the side of their thing. Yep, if we wanted to add somebody, just click on their little dots, go down to add moderator once you've started your live stream. Sabu drops a link in chat. Nice. Let's see if I can open that up just by clicking on that. Very cool. Sabu. A nice little 9-minute video. That's good. I like that short content. I need to do more short videos myself. That's a good reminder. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to play it after we get off stream. But we'll go ahead and watch. We'll give a like right off the bat, and I'll give an appropriate comment once I watch the video. It's so good to see more people creating DFK content. I love it. Grady asked for the link. I'm done not trying to spam. Oh man. No, Zabu, we want your link. I don't think anybody thinks it's spamming. So yeah, we want to see your link. It is not spamming at all. Yes, Crypto Grady, if you want to add me as a moderator, that's perfectly fine. It seems that you stream very late. I wish I could make more of your streams, but man, it's like I'm eating dinner. Like as soon as I get off my stream here, I'm going to go eat, which I guess I could watch your stream while I'm eating. That is actually a really good time for me to watch streams right at dinner time for me, because I'm stuffing my face. I can't do anything else. My hands are busy with eating. My mouth is full from eating. So watching something is usually what I do while I eat. But otherwise, if you're streaming at like midnight or 2 a.m., man, I've tried to stay up a couple of times. I really want to, but it's just so hard for me to be up at those hours. Grady says, I'll add the people I know and trust. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. All right, so I'm still trying to find out how to get my live stream rated over to you. So let me move this off this screen here. So it says that what I should be able to do here is click on create a live stream. But I've already started the live stream. So how can I manage the live stream now that I've already started it? So there's a studio and there's a manage button, they say, but I don't see a manage button on my studio. I don't see it. So we've got stream, webcam, and manage in create. All right, guys, I might kick y'all out here just a minute. I don't want to. It's not my intention. But I'm going to try to click this go live button, which I'm already live. And I'm going to see if that does anything. So if this does end the stream, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I guess we're going to meet over there at Grady's. Hopefully this won't end the stream and we'll be here. But just so y'all know, it's been a great day. In case it does end the stream, we're going to see here in just a minute. Looks like we're still live. Awesome. Okay. All right. We got it. And here I can schedule streams also. So let's go into manage, or even click this and more actions and edit. All right. So I might be able to do it. I might actually be able to do this. Let's watch a little bit more of this video.
Scheduled, then you're going to want to schedule that stream. Fill in your title, your description, go through the process as you normally do. And when you get to the customization tab, scroll down to get to the redirect.
That's it, customization. So description. Let's see. Let's do more actions or edit. How about visibility? Nope, don't need that. Or how about edit audience? Here we go. So under audience, we've got add another edit. Age restriction stuff. No, that's not it. That is not it. Oh man. Let's click on manage again. Public. Let's see. Crypto Grady says, so it all has to be pre-planned. Can't happen on the fly. It should be able to happen on the fly, Crypto Grady. I'm trying. This thing seems to show that you do need to create it right then. But look at what I've done right here. I have gone into my, so what I did to get here was I just started off. Let's go back to my channel. So what I did is I just clicked on my name and I went back to YouTube. No, I'm sorry. I didn't do that. I went back to maybe just YouTube in general. And then I clicked on the plus to create. And I said, go live. And when I said go live, even though I'm already live, it pulls up this screen right here. And then here's where the manage is. And so I should be able to click on manage, right? But here's where I'm getting a little stuck. It seems like her video is a little bit outdated or a little bit older because of some of the things that she's said. And here we are able to choose under customization, this type of stuff, but I don't see a way here in my thing to select this video. And even though I can edit it with this little drop down, I don't see a customization. I can see that I can put it in description. I can see that I could do other things perhaps. Visibility. And so it looks like this is a little bit different. And so I haven't quite figured it out yet. And I don't want to hold you up on your live stream while maybe what we should do is you should just go live right now if you're in the mood for it and you're pumped up. And then what I'll do is I will just hang out here a little bit longer and I will try to figure out how to do it. And then maybe be able to raid you. I'm supposing that most of our viewers will go over there to you anyway and just load up your YouTube channel, right? But at least I'll be able to fiddle around with this a little bit more while you're doing your live thing. And then hopefully I'll be able to figure it out and at least have a solution for the next time, right? And then also be able to do it on the fly, because that's what I really want to do, because we don't know if each other's going to be live, right? I mean, that's it. Well, you might know when I'm going to be live since I'm live, every day at these hours, but it's most likely that I'm going to be rating you at the end of my streams if you're going to be streaming in the evenings and stuff like that. So I need to figure out more how I can get into your stream this way. So yeah, in 5 minutes, that sounds amazing. So yeah, so let me hack around at this a little bit. And let me see if I can figure out how to do this on the fly guy. Yeah, so I can't get into this. It's only when they're creating the new stream. How do you raid when someone's already
section.
live?
Click add, and now you are going to be able to see your videos, but more likely you're going to want to click over to other channels. Now here you will only see channels that have allowed you to redirect to them that have a scheduled live stream, premiere, or are currently live.
See, there she said, I will only be able to go into people that have allowed me to do that and are currently live. So once you are live, I should be able to see that, but I don't even know where to look for that at the moment because we don't even have the scheduled part of that. Let me look somewhere else here real quick. Analytics, it's not it. Customization. Who can send messages, message delays. Thumbnails, playlists, audiences. Oh man, I'm still not seeing automatic chapters, languages, recording dates, embedding, comments. So I see a lot of stuff, but I don't see redirects. All right. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I'm going to go ahead and just give you all the final stuff. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate y'all hanging out. We know that Crypto Grady is on his way to start his live stream, so go ahead and be prepared to check that out. And I would expect that y'all hop over there, and I'm going to try to finish up with this rating thing or redirecting thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, but I will be on stream tomorrow, as y'all all know. 9 a.m. U.S. Central Time starting to noon, and then also from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. again tomorrow as well. So that ought to be awesome stuff, indeed. Thanks for being here with me, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'm just going to continue to plug away and try to find out how I can get this thing set up here. Let's see. We need to see how to manage this particular live stream. Let's see here. Oh, hang on a second. Did I just figure something out? Manage this particular live stream. I'm now seeing something that looks like it might actually be what we need. Unlist live replay, no. Additional settings, enable auto start, auto stop. Latency. Still not seeing redirects. Zabu is reminding everybody, please like the stream if you haven't already. Thanks so much, Zabu. Really appreciate that. Good reminder. YouTube likes that stuff. Let's see, guys. I'm going to say, I think I'm going to just need to look into it a little bit more and play around with it. Let's see if Crypto Grady has gone live yet, and rather than, I don't want y'all hanging out here just waiting on something to happen. So we are expecting Grady to be live any moment. We'll just hang out here and watch his stuff. I love this artwork here, this little graphic. What do y'all think of that? Crypto Grady. Good photo. Nice little artwork there. Love it. Good number of subscribers, 555. Crypto Grady, you've almost got as much as me on Twitch. Catching up. Let's see here. Trying to find a way to send the redirect. What if I click on stream setup help? What's that going to do for me? Doesn't look like it's doing anything. Rusted Trust, you rock. Welcome in, Rusted Trust. We're just about to end stream pretty soon. And Crypto Grady is about to start up his stream. So we're waiting for him to start up, and then we're just going to dive on in to his stream there. But right now I'm trying to figure out how to send viewers from one of our streams to the next stream as we do like a baton handoff. And I'm having a little problems figuring out how to get that done. The tutorial video doesn't seem to be the same anymore. In fact, I think I'm just going to go back to this lady here and say, let's see, default view, and say, let's see, 3 months ago. Hello there. I'm trying to get this set up so I can raid a friend of mine here on YouTube. But from my own YouTube studio, I've already started a live stream. And when I click on manage, I do see my current live stream running, but don't see a way to do what?
Description, go through the process as you normally do.
Grady says, okay, about to push the button. All right, guys, Grady is about to go live. So make sure you check out his live video. I'm going to continue to try to work on this for just another couple of minutes. And then I think I'm going to go grab some food, Grady. And then I'm going to be over there with you as soon as I heat up some food and some dinner. So I will see you over there in a bit myself. Give me about maybe 15 minutes or something. Or not that you have to give me 15 minutes, but I will be over there in your place in about 15 minutes. Great to have you all here. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I'll see y'all in a bit.
And when you get to the customization tab, scroll down to get to the...
Let's see. But I don't see a way to get to a customization tab, nor do I see any way to get to a section that talks about redirects. Is it possible YouTube has made some changes in all this over the last 3 months? So I think this was done 3 months ago. More like 5 months, I guess. Have you noticed a different way to do it more recently? When you are already live and trying to redirect to someone else currently live on the fly? Comment. Let's just see how that works. All right, guys. Let's go over here and check out YouTube. Crypto Grady going live.
Love you, man. So many good things.
Woohoo!
Wow, let's go. Zabu, Zelf. Okay, so on the screen, I meant
Great
to put this-
stream. All right, guys. I am headed out. Thanks for being here. We're going to watch Crypto Grady. I will drop this link in my chat as well.
I forgot. So I will. I'm going to add this to the comments, but I just put up a vote.
See y'all later.
Put it in the comments, and then I'm going to
Until then,
pin.
rock out.
Can I pin these?